This is just wonderful. Have you liked the stream? Really, bro? Oh my goodness. That just completely killed the entire vibe. Chat, the vibe is dead, bro. Um, I do still have Young Smokey's super chat. Young Smokey's super chat is on my screen right now. Bro. This is so whack, bro. And for some reason my chat isn't updating on my Streamlabs. Should I have restarted? Bro, now my chat's not working? How do I get the chat to update? Guys, why must my Wi-Fi crash every single time I go live, bro? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Now I don't even have my chat anymore. I don't even have my chat anymore. I don't even have my chat anymore. Okay, now I think it's back. Guys, I want to chug bleach, bro. But we did have a super chat from Young Smokey. Thank you, brother. With the 10. Thank you, King. He said, in 2025, we got Shanks beating rat allegations and Shanks having this, or Blackbeard having the Cerberus motif is done. That's two theories that are in the mud right now. That is two theories that are completely in the mud, in the ditch right now. We kept saying that Blackbeard is not a Cerberus. He's an octopus. That theory of him being a Cerberus is now dead. We also said that Shanks is not a rat. He is a good guy. That theory is now dead. We've taken nothing but dubs. Wait, did I post? Oh my, yo, I just realized, dude, I posted this link to I posted this link to me going live on Twitter on the wrong Twitter account. Guys, why does like everything that could go wrong goes wrong? Cuz usually when I post a like a now live tweet, I post it on like my evil Twitter account, right? I posted it onto the wrong Twitter account this whole time. And then the stream crashes. And then I launched a new stream because the stream crashed and it was the wrong title, wrong thumbnail. Guys, I can't catch a break. I just I was born to suffer. Why would an octopus be in water? Blah 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 blah. Go watch my videos about Blackbeard being an octopus. You know that your arguments against Blackbeard being an octopus isn't even consistent. Kaido's the strongest creature land, sea, and air. Wait, sea? Wait, what? Blackbeard is the strongest creature land, sea, and air. Wait, sea? Why sea? He has a devil fruit. That doesn't make sense, Oda. And wait, isn't his devil fruit also a fish fruit? Yeah, so if you want to attack Blackbeard being an octopus, be it devil fruit or nature, you can't be consistent because Kaido goes against it. Kaido's literally labeled as the strongest creature land, sea, and air. And then you also have to think like when they captured Kaido and they wanted to kill Kaido and take his fruit, why didn't they drown him? Why is his fruit a fish fruit? So you can't even be consistent. You can't even be consistent with the idea that like no devil fruit or no character should be allowed to live or whatever because of the sea in their devil fruit. Like you can't really be consistent with that. Guys, I'm so pissed right now. The stream just had a crash. Chat. I'm so pissed. Someone cheer me up, bro. I'm so pissed, bro. But Smokey, thank you for that 10. We put 2 theories in the ditch right now. And then of course we got another theory, or I guess another super chat from our boy Young Smokey with a 20 bomb, bro. I don't even think it's in my chat. Nope, it's not even in my highlighted chat. Young Smokey with the 20. Thank you so much, brother. Young Smokey says, also, while I knew Shamrock and Shanks would be twin brothers, I did not expect Shanks was going to be the younger twin. Also, Oda made Shamrock the inverse of Shanks, Devil Fruit brother, and Hockey brother. That's interesting. Shamrock is the Devil Fruit brother. And then Shanks is the Hockey brother. Woo. Hey, you know what? I'm here for it. But guys, King J was asking me, like, is Shamrock stronger than Shanks? Is Shamrock stronger than Shanks? I need some answers. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is Shamrock stronger than Shanks? I don't know. Guys, since the stream crashed, we lost all of our likes. I need every single person to like the stream, please. If you're here, please, please, please do me a favor and like the stream. The stream crashed. We lost all of our likes. Guys, please like the stream. It'll only take you 1 second. It's so easy. It doesn't cost you anything. Drop a like on the stream so we could grow the stream right now, get more viewers, grow people in our community, share theories more. Proper predictions on One Piece, a proper exegesis on the One Piece storyline, proper predictions, a proper firm understanding. Guys, please drop a like on the stream. And guys, after you like the stream, comment down below how many likes we're at. When you like the stream, comment what number like you were. Press like, look at that number, and type the number. Okay, guys? Hit like on the stream. Then when you see the number there, comment what that number was. Young Smokey, thank you, brother. Also, one more thing, Young Smokey, before I move on. I thought you said that Shanks was going to be younger than Shamrock. Wasn't that like your theory? So you were right. I don't remember you saying that Shanks was going to be older. I'm pretty sure you said Shanks was going to be younger, so you would be right. But Smokey, I mean, according to your super chat, you're saying Shanks was older. I thought you said Shanks was going to be younger. But we got Pakes with the 13-month membership. I can't highlight it because the chat didn't load in time, but Pakes, thank you so much, brother. God bless you. Smokey, God bless you too. Thank you guys for supporting. 13 months of support from Pakes, and that doesn't even include the memberships from my previous channel. Pakes, you probably have over 2 years worth of memberships. Pakes, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Let me see. L, I see that you said that you super chatted right when it went down. I actually don't see it. We had a super chat earlier today from Simon. Then it was Smokey. Then it was Smokey again. Then it was Smokey again. Then it was Panks' membership. Then it was you. So L, from you, I only have 1. Are you able to see, like, if you were charged from your bank? This is so gay. Chat, are we still offline? Are we back? Chat, I am about to like punch my monitor, bro. Are we back? Chat, everyone spam restart stream. I am so pissed, guys. I'm gonna try to contain my anger. I'm going to hope that someone doesn't say something in chat to piss me off because chat, I can't control my anger, bro. Chat, I got bipolar. I'm bipolar, bro. I got anger issues, bro. If someone says some stupid stuff in chat, I'm gonna unleash my fury. It's still processing. Yeah, L, you could trust me, brother. I would never lie to you, L. I would never lie to you, brother. I got only 1 from you today. I would never lie to you, brother. L, whatever if you remember what you said in the super chat, I'll just read it out right now as if you did super chat, as if it did go through, okay? Like, whatever it is you wanted to say, I'll read it out right now for you, Al. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. It's not there. Again, I'm looking at the very first one today. It's Simon. Then the next one was Smokey. Then the next one was Smokey. Then the next one was Smokey. Then the next one was a Pake's membership. Then it was L. You donated two. If Shamrock has a devil fruit, we'll get to that in a second. Then it was Smokey. Guys, this, I don't know what the hell is going on, bro. And it's pissing me off to no end. And I lost the featured chat again. But Pakes, thank you. L with the $2. Thank you, bro. If Shamrock has a devil fruit or transformation, it'll be crazy. I think aren't the spoilers saying that his devil fruit is in his sword? So I want to pull this up, guys. Funk Freed. Okay, guys, before I Google this, I want someone to tell me what Funk Freed is in One Piece. Don't Google it. Don't be a cheater. Don't look it up on Google. Don't look it up on ChatGPT. Don't look it up on Twitter or YouTube. What is Funk Freed, guys? What is Funk Freed? W. Pearson, he's the very first person to say it. He was the very first person to say it. The sword elephant. If you guys remember Spandam, let's pull up Spandam, right? The leader of CP9 in Ennie's lobby, Spandam. You guys remember Spandam? Guys, class is in session. Eli, what's good, brother? God bless you, King. Class is in session. Focus, guys. Focus. We're in class. I'm your professor, okay? I'm Dr. Eddie, okay? Professor Eddie. This guy, Spandam, he had a sword. And his sword, it had a devil fruit named Funk Freed because it ate an elephant devil fruit, chat. My theory is that the world government, they knew things like the raccoon with the teapot in Wano, and they knew Vegapunk. They had their theories that you could put a devil fruit into a sword. My overall theory is that they put it to the test with Spandam and his sword. Okay, they had Spandam, the leader of CP9. He had a sword, and they put an elephant fruit into that sword. They got it to work. And when the Gorsei or world government, when they learned that this worked, they then used it with Shamrock's sword. Okay, so this Spandam with Funk Freed, his sword, was a test run. It was a test subject because, like, I would imagine that this Cerberus fruit that Shamrock has is very important. It's very powerful. Okay, they wouldn't want to run the risk of losing the Cerberus fruit, so they wanted to see if this concept of putting a devil fruit into a sword works. It works beyond just in theory. They wanted to know if it actually works, so they got Spandam. They put the elephant fruit into the sword. They realized it worked. So then later on, they put the Cerberus fruit in Shamrock's sword. Now, AS, you bring up a good question. AS asks, so you're saying Shamrock just got this devil fruit recently? I'm not necessarily saying that. What I'm saying is that in terms of sequence of events, I think Spandam and Funk Freed came before Shamrock and his sword. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that yesterday Shamrock put the Cerberus fruit in his sword. I'm just saying that Spandam probably did it first. So Spandam could have done it 10 years ago, and then 9 years ago Shamrock did it. I'm not necessarily implying that Shamrock did it like yesterday. I'm just saying that sequence of events, I think Spandam did it first. Does that make sense, chat? 1 in chat if you're following along, 2 in chat if you're slow, you don't understand. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be the case where Shamrock is swinging his sword, and the sword has like the three heads come out of it. I've always thought, like, imagine if Zoro had Orochi's devil fruit in his sword, what that would look like. It'd be pretty insane, right? But Oda had that idea of mine come into fruition with the sense of these body parts, at least heads, maybe even legs and feet of the Cerberus, come out of Shamrock's sword. I'm curious to see. It seems to me though that it's gonna be like Funk Freed, right? It's gonna be like Funk Freed. Let me pull it up again. It's gonna be like Funk Freed, because Funk Freed is Spandam's sword. Okay, chat. Spandam. Remember, Spandam. From Enies Lobby, we've seen him elsewhere. Spandam, okay, leader of CP9. His sword is called Funk Freed, and his sword had the it ate the Zozo no Mi and became an elephant sword. So we should take a look into so here, like, you see this, chat? Like this. You see this? You see this? For fun, I'm trying to answer super chats at the moment. I'll get to you when I can. It would probably be something like this, chat, but with Cerberus, which would be very, very powerful. Yes, I see chat right now, guys. I can't answer every chat. I'm going through and answering the super chats as much as I can, guys. But one other thing, guys, I think this idea of, again, Spandam having a sword and that sword having the elephant devil fruit, I think this concept goes beyond swords and devil fruits, because like how Spandam was the leader of CP9, Shamrock is the leader of the Holy Knights. Like how Spandam, being the leader of CP9, he technically serves Emu. So like how Shamrock, being the leader of the Holy Knights, he technically leads, or he technically follows Emu. Now I think this is intentional. We just now learned last chapter that he leads the Holy Knights. Spandam was leading CP9. Okay, that's a general kind of parallel right there. But then you also think, wait, both of these guys have a sword that ate a devil fruit, which is a very, very specific, rare occurrence in the story. So I think what Oda's trying to do is he's trying to draw parallels between Spandam and Shamrock for some sort of reason. Now, us trying to make theories and make predictions about Elbaf, let alone One Piece in general, we should be thinking about what are other aspects, what are other details about Spandam that could apply to Shamrock. Now, I don't think we should go down the route or go down the hill of, oh, well, Spandam was super weak, so Shamrock will be super weak. I don't think Oda is going to copy and paste that. I think there are going to be certain things that Oda leaves behind. The question is, what is Oda going to carry over from Spandam to Shamrock? That's the question. Thank you for that super chat, L. God bless you. And Young Smokey with the 10. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you for that super chat. Young Smokey, let's pull it up. Okay, I actually can't feature that. Smokey says, no OG Shanks. The Yonko is stronger than Holy Knight leader Shamrock. All right, Smokey, let's see what the chat thinks. Guys, comment down below. Who is stronger? I want every single person watching the stream to leave a like on the stream. And after you like it, leave a comment. Who is stronger, Shanks or Shamrock? Okay? Who is stronger, Shanks or Shamrock? I need some answers. And Smokey, I understand what you're saying. Yonko over Holy Knights. You can't necessarily power scale the Holy Knights, but I get your point. It's just, I feel like the Holy Knights might be subject to the same thing that the Vice Admirals are. You have Vice Admiral Momonga, but then you have Vice Admiral Garp. I think the Holy Knights might be similar, where maybe a lot of them seem to be in a range, but then there's outliers. I think that might happen. I think Oda's going to go down the route where it's like, okay, the general average Holy Knight, he is not Yonko level, but what if Shamrock is? You get what I'm saying? JR Raider with the 2. Thank you, brother. God bless you, King. JR says their dads were at God Valley and Ohara massacres. Their dads. Wait, their dads. Are you talking about their dads as in... Wait, whose dads? Whose fathers, JR Raider? I actually don't know who you're referring to. Whose fathers? Are you talking about Dragon and Garling? Spandam and Shamrock. Oh. Their fathers were at God Valley and Ohara. Complete massacres, genocides. Spandam and Garling. Yo, chat, leave this man JR in the kitchen, bro. Leave him in the kitchen. JR, hey, go do your thing, bro. Go do your thing. We got huge massacres in the One Piece world. Ohara and God Valley. I think we all agree like those are some of the biggest massacres. All right, Leloucia is one thing, but leave Leloucia to the side. There were no Gorosei or anything, just ancient weapon. When you look at Ohara and you look at God Valley, we see Garling running God Valley, announcing a hunting game, killing as many natives as you can, kind of like what the I can't say it. I can't say it. What Israel did to the Palestinians, right? They did the same thing. Led by Garling. Then on the other hand, you have Spandine going to Ohara and launching a genocide there. But why does this matter? Okay, Evil, who cares? What is your point? Why does it matter that Spandine was at Ohara and Garling was at God Valley? The point is Oda's making not grand parallels, but Oda's drawing parallels between Shamrock and Spandam. Now the question is, what is this building up to? I like to think that this is going to amount to something. Oda's putting these parallels because he's pointing at something. The question is, chat, what is he pointing to? Thank you so much, JR Raider. I appreciate it, King. I appreciate your super chat and that great knowledge. I didn't even think about that. And we got Young Smokey with the 10. Thank you, brother. God bless you. He says, also, the funk-free detail allows Oda the potential to go down the road of giving Fujitori's sword the gravity fruit. Hey, Fujitori's sword having the gravity. Ooh, wait, could I actually, Smokey? We might have to fact check that. We got to fact check that. What we got to look at Dressrosa, the tail end of Dressrosa. Can anyone fact check that? Like every time Fujitora used his gravity fruit, was his sword involved? Can anyone fact check that? Or were there moments where like his sword was like sheathed and he like used his hand or something? Can anyone fact check that? The tail end of Dressrosa, was he always using his sword when there was gravity powers? Or were there moments where the sword was like sheathed and he was still using it like with his hand or something? Can anyone fact check that? Karu says his sword was involved every time. So if that's true, Karu, then you and Smokey, what you just did, Karu, you just threw an alley-oop and boom, Smokey's getting the dunk. Even L says I think it's always with the sword. Hey, Smokey, you might be onto something. Spandam was able to put this elephant fruit into his sword. Then they're like, all right, we have these powerful fruits, a gravity fruit and a Cerberus fruit. Well, Fujitora, since you're an admiral now and you love using a sword, how about you put that gravity fruit in your sword? Hey, Shamrock, since you love using a sword and you're in the Holy Knights, why don't you put that Cerberus fruit in your sword? Thank you, Smokey. And then we have L with the 2. Shamrock will kidnap Robin as well, like Spandam. Thank you so much, L. God bless you, man. I can see that as well. I can see that as well, L, because we see many instances in the storyline where characters are repeatedly going after Robin. How many times over and over and over are characters going after Robin? She could read poneglyphs. Like, yes, we could talk about how she's the demon child from Ohara. She survived the genocide. She knows the truth behind Ohara. We could talk about that. But I think the key principle here is that Robin can read poneglyphs, so there's always going to be a target on her back. We see this throughout the Enies Lobby arc. That was the whole point. We see this in Wano, how they wanted to capture Robin. We see this again in Egghead, how they wanted to capture Robin. Is this going to be 3 arcs in a row where they want to capture Robin? Wano, and then Egghead, and then Elbaf? Who knows, bro? Who knows? I could see it. Although it is a little tricky because it does seem that the Holy Knights, the world government, their main target, their main focus is subjugating the giant warriors of Elbaf under them. That seems to be kind of like the supreme goal, the supreme #1 objective. Having the giants work under them, which we've seen throughout the story, right? We've seen many instances, such as, for an example, Big Mom. She has stated before, if she had the giant warriors of Elbaf work under her, she would have the strongest army in the world. That was a precursor to show the Elbaf arc. The Elbaf arc and what the Holy Knights are looking to do on Elbaf. So maybe it could be a secondary objective. It's possible. The primary objective is that they want to have the giant warriors of Elbaf be subjugated under the world government. And then the secondary objective, capture Robin. Guys, can you see that? 1 in chat if you can see that, 2 in chat if you don't. I would say a 1. I could see that. I wouldn't say that, again, they wouldn't make their main goal capturing Robin, but it could be a secondary goal, kind of like on Egghead. They had primary goals and they had secondary goals. Shamrock is related to Roxy Zebek by the name Rox. Wait. Shamrock is related to Rox. Huh. I don't know. Johan, I can't tell if that's a reach or not, because as I've always said this, I've said this for years. And if you don't believe me, if you're new to this channel, go fact check. Go look at my current channel and then my old channel. It's called Evil Live. Fact check me. I've been saying for years that Shanks and Iffy as a brother, they're not related to Rox. They're related to the Celestial Dragons. I've been saying that for years. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong, but how would that work though? How would that work? If if Shamrock's father is Garling, how the hell is he related to Roxy Zebek unless Garling is a brother of Roxy Zebek? That seems a little strange, because I don't think Garling X Roxy Zebek. Garling and Zebek got together, sword fight, and made Shamrock. I'm not sure how that would work. Unless we're going to throw a curveball and say, no. Roxy Zebek had a sister. And Zebek's sister, she got with Garling. And they made Shamrock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I subscribe to that, Johan, but maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Yeah, Garling's Garling got with Roxy Zebek's sister. Okay, for me, that seems a little bit out there. You know, that seems a bit far, you know, a bit out of my reach, but hey, to each their own, okay? To each their own. All right, guys, we need to get back to the spoilers. We haven't read the spoilers like in an hour now, or for an hour, guys. The next point. By the way, Shamrock does attack Loki with that fruit. Next point, guys. Next point. The giant guards say Shanks attacked them. Luffy can't believe that. So, guys, is this because the giant guards think that Shamrock is Shanks? Because that's one in chat. If you guys, by the way, eventually, guys, when I'm asking you guys these like two options, yes or no, I want you guys to already by default know that one is yes, two is no. Okay, chat? You guys should know that for now. Know that by now. When you type one in chat, that means yes. Two in chat, that means no. My question, guys, are we believing that the giant guards were attacked by Shamrock and they think it's Shanks? Because I would say yes. I would say yes. Like, we can't expect these giant guards to be like Luffy, where they memorize how Shanks has a scar and he's missing an arm. You know, that's probably part of the reason why Shamrock wears a hood. He wears like a hood, he wears like a cloak. You can't really see his body that well. You can't really see his face in certain angles. He probably wears a cloak so that people think it's Shanks. But in reality, it's not Shanks. It's Shamrock. We do have a $20 super chat. God bless you from Smokey. Thank you, brother. Smokey says, guys, I have to be honest here. I don't much like any Rocks is related to this guy theories except Rocks and Buggy. The clown jewel of Hachi. Eddie's theory. Go watch. Yeah, thank you so much, brother. Guys, if you haven't seen, I've put out multiple videos about Buggy being the son of Rox D Zabak. I've put out multiple videos of this. Rox D Buggy. My magnum opus is Crown Jewel. Type in Crown Jewel and then my name. And it's this video right here, okay, guys? This Buggy theory makes way too much sense. This video right here, guys. This video right here. And keep in mind, guys, skip. This video was uploaded November 2023. Think about that. Let that sink in. November 2023. But I've been saying this for the longest time. If you guys want to watch the video, go watch it there. I posted the link into the chat. I've made multiple videos explaining why Shanks is going to be related to celestial dragons. I've made multiple videos explaining why Buggy is going to be related to Zabek. That right there is my magnum. This is the magnum opus of all the videos. This right here. Because I've done it multiple times. But this video specifically, this is the best one I've done on the subject of Roxy Buggy. If you don't understand what the theory is, if you think it's a complete reach, if you think it's just a meme of a theory, go watch the video. Go watch the video and come back to me. Because this is the magnum opus. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever done. And I've done so many theories. This is definitely in my top 5. Go check it out. The link is in chat. But I agree, Smokey. I don't subscribe to Dragon being related to Zabek, or Robin related to Zabek, Mihawk related to Zabek, Emu related to Zabek, Shanks related to Zabek, Caribou related to Zabek. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In fact, I would like to show you guys a picture that I pull up on these kinds of people, okay? Let's look up Spandine, okay? Spandine. Okay. I noticed this when I bought the One Piece manga. I bought the manga paperback. I bought the entire One Piece manga. It's on my shelf behind me with some Christian books. I noticed this when I was rereading the story. Okay. If you guys look at Spandam, one of the first reveals of, not Spandam, of Spandine, one of the first reveals of him on Ohara, the Ohara flashback, he looks exactly like Roxy Zabek. Take a look at Spandine's chin and compare his chin to Rox D. Zebek's chin. Take a look at their nose and compare the nose. Take a look at the teeth and compare the teeth. Take a look at the smile. Take a look at the eyebrows. Take a look at the top part of their hairline. It is like the same person. But I'm not, the point of this, I'm not saying that Spandiner is related to Zebek. That's not my point. My point is, just because someone looks similar doesn't automatically mean that they're related. Now, Shanks and Shamrock, that's a different conversation because they're literally the same. They're just copy and pasted. But this is showing you that it makes no sense for Spandine to be related to Zebek, as far as I understand. So when you look at Dragon and you try to get a really specific panel of Dragon and compare him to Zebek, I don't think that has merit. You destroy the Monkey D family. The whole objective, the whole motif of the Monkey D family is that these three guys are following three separate roles as grandfather, father, and son. The grandfather is the leader of the military. He's in the military. He's an army guy, Marines guy. The father is the Revs, the Revolutionary Army, a third party. And then the son is a pirate. That is completely... That is the point of the Monkey D family. And when you look at people, if you look at Hinduism, right? We can see how Luffy takes a lot of inspiration from Hanumanji. Hanumanji, he ate the sun thinking it was a fruit. Luffy ate the sun god devil fruit thinking it was a regular fruit. Luffy defeated Kaido with Bajrang gun. Bajrang is another name for Hanumanji. So Luffy beat Kaido with Hanumanji gun. There's many parallels, but let me point this out. The father of Hanumanji is Vayu, the Lord of the Winds. And then on top of that, Hanumanji has another father, which a lot of people interpret as a grandfather, who is a Marine. He's an army militant kind of guy. Do you see the depiction there? Hanumanji is Luffy. Vayu, the Lord of the Winds, is Dragon. And the third father, which many people interpret as grandfather, is Garp. So I don't believe in the agenda that Luffy's related to Zebek. Same case with Dragon. I don't buy it. Okay, we got another super chat from L. Thank you, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you, bro. L says, I said this before, in Little Garden, the Giants start doubting Luffy even after they befriend him. The Giants will start doubting Shanks too. That's actually an interesting parallel. I never thought about that. I'm curious to see what that's going to amount to, because it does seem like, as we read in these spoilers, L, Oda is building up this this distance. He's creating this distance. Maybe it'll even end up being a grand chasm between the giant guards or giants and Shanks, and it's because of Shamrock. Now, this is actually really clever by Oda, because this will play into the idea of why we never heard of Shamrock. Shamrock is meant to be a tool. He's meant to be a very secret character that the world government and the Gorosei rarely throw out and use. He's meant to be a closely held secret, you know? So this is a good way of showcasing that, and he's going to be the reason, like as you say, that these giants are going to start doubting Shanks. He's going to play into that. He's going to be in the middle of that. And this would explain why this explains why Shamrock wears a cloak, so you can't notice a second arm. He wears a cloak, so you can't always see his full face. He's going to be tricking people into thinking he's Shanks. And as we see in the spoilers, that's the case. But thank you, L, and thank you, everyone, Smokey and others. Thank you for the super chats. Guys, let's continue with these spoilers. The man wearing the Casa hat, the same one who drank with Crocus, is approaching the castle. So guys, this is a very tricky spoiler. We can't jump to conclusions here, guys. We can't jump to conclusions here. You guys know how we saw someone on the shores of Elbaf? You guys remember that? You guys remember that, right? We saw a character on the shores of Elbaf, then we saw a silhouette walking through Elbaf. We can't assume that that is the same person that Crocus spoke to. Let me see if I can find the panel. Does anyone know what chapter it was? Okay, this is one of the chapters, right? We see the silhouette here. Even though this looks like a bear. Does anyone know the chapter where the dude is sitting on the shore of Elbaf and he's waiting for Luffy? What chapter was that, guys? Thank you, 631. I appreciate that. That's gonna come in handy in a second. Okay, thank you. Guys, what chapter was it when the dude was sitting on the shores of Elbaf? I did not give up on theories. It's that I don't want to force. Guys, listen, before I continue with the super chat, I'm going to answer this for the 1000th time. I need you guys to pay attention, okay? I've answered this so many times. Listen, I don't want to force content. I'm not putting out theory videos because there's no grand theory that I want to publish that I'm very excited about. It just doesn't exist. There's a million emu theories. There's a million Blackbeard theories. There's a million Buggy theories. There's a million dragon theories. I'm burnt out. We're tired of hearing Shanks theories. It's the same thing, just a little different every single time. It's so played out. It's so played out. How many more emu theories and Blackbeard theories do we need? There's 10 million out there. So there's nothing right now that I'm excited to publish and put like a grand theory out. How many theories are there on the One Piece? Across Twitter, Worstgen, Reddit, TikTok, YouTube, Discord. There's just millions of theories. So I just right now, I've been doing theories before longer than I've even been doing YouTube. I was already doing One Piece theories on multiple sites before I even started YouTube. Right now, there's just not something that I'm super excited about. I hope you guys understand because I'm not answering that question anymore. To those of you that understand, thank you. And just answer the question whenever people ask because I'm so done. Anyways, thank you. I think it was okay. He said 11:20 or 11:24. So guys, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We need to be careful because the spoilers, if you guys see, let me pull it back up. The spoilers say the man wearing the Casa hat, the same one who drank with Crocus, is approaching the castle. Guys, we can't jump to conclusions just because the leakers feel that way. It's probably a silhouette again. We can't assume that this guy right here is the same one that spoke with Crocus in chapter 631. I'll pull it up right now. We can't jump to conclusions. In fact, that's how you get things wrong in One Piece, when you jump to conclusions. You see this right here, guys? This right here. The cover of 631, someone meeting with Crocus. How are we going to jump to conclusions and say that this is the same person? How? How do you jump to that conclusion? Elbaf, and what makes it even worse is Elbaf is what, across the planet from the red line? Read-On confirms it's the same guy? Is it later on in the spoilers? Okay, well, as you know, every single time we go through the chapter and go through the spoilers, we go point by point. I'm just saying as of now, because we're going through the spoilers point by point, is we got to be careful. We can't always jump to conclusions. And even so, like, let's say in this chapter, right? Let's say they reveal who this guy is. Let's say in this chapter, they reveal who this man waiting on Elbaf is. How do we know that it's the same one that talked to Crocus? You literally can't even see his face. You can't even see this guy's face. How do we know it's the same person? Is he going to mention, oh yeah, I met Crocus like a year ago? Is he going to mention that? Like, how do we know? Young Smokey with the 10. Thank you, brother. Where's the super chat? Scopper Gabon incoming. You all will understand once we get further down the spoiler points. All right, we're gonna go down the spoiler points. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Thank you for the 10. We're gonna go down the spoiler points, and we're gonna see how this amounts to Scopper Gabon. I'm just being cautious. I'm reading point by point, and I'm being cautious. LMAO, after the whole Shanks twin, I guess evil doubt could have some weight to it. Look, I just think it's important to be cautious and to take all variables into account. That's how you make a proper theory, because the moment you jump to conclusions on one thing or forget one variable in a certain topic is the moment that your entire theory is wrong. All it takes is one detail that you forgot to crumble an entire theory. But thank you, Smokey, and he has another $10 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. God bless. Hey, Evil, why no more theories, brother? You fell off. Just kidding, just kidding. Ha ha ha, man. Ha ha ha. You get your laughs. Go ahead, laugh. Chat, we fell off. We haven't said a single theory on stream ever since our last upload. We have not said a single theory. No predictions. We haven't gotten anything right on stream. No. Our only theories are the ones in videos. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you, my brother. My brother in Christ. Smokey going ham on the super chats. Thank you so much, brother. How did you lose weight? I started eating cleaner. No more fast food, no more soda. Nowadays, I'm just eating chicken, like chicken breast, rice, and broccoli. No more soda. No more Wingstop. I'll have Wingstop every once in a while. No more pizza. But let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Next point. He appears when Luffy is saying that the Roger pirates are Shanks' family. So it seems that the man is part of Roger's crew. Oh. Hey. So it's Scopper. Is Scopper Gabon finally stepping out? One in chat if it's Scopper. Guys, yes or no, is this Scopper? He appears when Luffy is saying that the Roger pirates are Shanks' family. So it seems, look, keyword seems, chat, seems. This is Redon's opinion. It's only his opinion. It seems that man is part of Roger's crew. What's good, Seizo? It seems that he's part of Roger's crew. Now, if it's true, it's probably Scopper. If it's not true, I have no clue who it is. Shiki? You think it's a golden lion? Not Scopper? Scopper Gabon? It could be that someone that knew Roger Pirates but wasn't part of it. I don't know, man. I see it's... This is why I don't like when leakers insert their own opinions. Guys, we've been reading One Piece spoilers the past, what, 300 chapters? How long have you guys been reading spoilers? And now, next question, how many times has the leakers inserted their own opinions into the spoilers and then we end up disagreeing with them, or it's flat out wrong? I don't like when they insert their own opinions. Just give us the definitive things. Just say what's definitive. Just say, like, mysterious man shows up. Don't give us the opinion, because now we're going to be led into a certain belief and then the chapter isn't that idea. Just be straightforward, read on. And this might even be Pew Piece. Do you think Emu is Illuminati? There are already two clues, his eyes and his name, Emu, which makes me want to... Well, I've spoken on the Emu's eyes a million times. I mean, I don't really feel like going down that rabbit hole again. I don't think the eyes means anything. But emu as an Illuminati, maybe. I think the key thing about emu is Nerona, like Nero, because you got to think like with all of the depictions or all of the similarities between Luffy and Jesus Christ, and then you have the Bible in one piece, Adam tree, Eve tree, there's a church, crosses, all the references to Christianity. You have to think that Luffy or like Nika and Joy Boy is also related to Jesus, son of God, sun god. Um, Emu must have been persecuting Joy Boy and Nika, as well as Joy Boy and Nika's people. Well, we know that Nero was also persecuting Christians, and Nero is a Jew.
You are Jewish.
Nero was a Jew, and he was persecuting Christians, and he would even put them up on like pillars and like turn them into like human candles. He turned them into candles. He would get someone that believes in Jesus Christ, put them on a stake or whatever, and then light them on fire. So I think when we connect Nero in real life to Nerona, I think there's something to be said there. Um, but yeah, we also know that Nero, there's a big theory that Nero, was it that he burnt down a library or he burnt down a city or something like that. Nero, he burnt down a city, burnt down a library or something like that, and then he blamed it on the Christians. And he used that as a means to launch this genocide against Christians. Um, which seems like something Emu would have done. He would have done something. He would have killed people. He would have maybe destroyed an island, destroyed a city, and then blame the ancient kingdom so that he could have a whole bunch of people on his side to launch warfare against the ancient kingdom. Yeah, he burnt down Rome. Thank you, Jordan. He burnt down Rome. So it was probably something like what Emu did, because you have to wonder, how was it that these 20 kings came together to launch a war against the ancient kingdom? There has to be a reason, right? Like they didn't get 20 kings to just be like, yeah, let's go to war with the ancient kingdom for no reason at all. No, there had to have been a precursor. There had to have been a reason why. So I think Emu most likely manufactured the reason why. He manipulated them. Probably something like what Nero did, burning down Rome. Um, and of course, Nero was a Jew. Every single Stein. They hate crosses. And Emu, taking inspiration from things like vampires, also makes sense, because vampires are bloodsuckers and they hate crucifixes. They suck blood. Do you guys know what kind of people suck the blood out of a little human's body during circumcision? Just quiz time. When we think about like 2025, like modern day society, 2025, what kind of people, when they circumcise a baby, they the blood? Does anyone know? I'm just curious. So that's some vampire stuff. And then like vampires, they also hate crosses. They hate crucifixes. Wait, but don't those same people hate crucifixes? I'm just saying. But yeah, Nero was a Jew. Launched wars against Christians, hated Christians. They hate the crucifix. They manifest at the sight of Jesus on the cross. You know, they manifest when they see this. When they read Isaiah 53, the suffering servant, they manifest. When they realize that Abraham had seed, not seeds, seed, they manifest. When they know that true Jerusalem isn't in Israel, it's up there in heaven, they manifest. You know why? Because this is God. You see him? He died for you. He died for you. Do you think Jesus was Jewish? Yes, of course he was Jewish, but I've also spoken on like what a Jew is numerous times and what it has become. And I don't want to go on that tangent. I want to be focused on the spoilers as much as I can. Um, but why did it be bring up the Nero thing again? Was it because of a super chat or something like that? I don't remember. But L with the 5, thank you, brother. Thank you, King. Nero murdered his own mom slash family. Nero murdered his own mom? Yo, so Doflamingo killing his father is foreshadowing how Emu, aka Nero, killed his own mom. Loki killing his own father foreshadows how Emu killed his own mom like Nero. Ooh. Could Emu have murdered his own brother slash crewmate, Joy Boy? Nero wanted to be the wife in the marriage. Emu fanboy. Nah. Listen. I am not a believer of Emu being a woman. You have the Gorsei in Japanese refer to Emu as Emu Sei. But when the celestial dragons talk about Sharia, that one woman celestial dragon on Shabandi, remember the Shabandi arc? Some people say Saba Odi. They refer to her as Sharia Gu. Again, they say Emu Sei, but then they say Sharia Gu. The reason they say Gu is because Gu is for women, whereas Sei is for men. So clearly the Gorsei are calling Emu a man, right? But let's say you don't care about the facts. Emu's a woman anyways. I don't think that Emu will be a tranny. I mean, I don't think that Emu will be a wannabe man or a wannabe woman. I don't even know. It's so confusing. I think Emu will just be like an evil man, you know? He'll be Nero, the Antichrist. But then again, Baphomet, right? Baphomet has like female body parts while trying to depict themselves as a man. Like Baphomet being evil and satanic, he even wishes to be androgynous, transsexual, right? You know, I don't necessarily think Emu is gonna go in that direction, and maybe he will. It's just my opinion. Just because it's my opinion doesn't mean it's true. But I think Emu will probably just be like a straightforward man, obsessed with Lily and Vivi, something like that. Jordan says, if he's like Nero, then he will be an evil teenager, roughly the same age as Luffy. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Bro, you know, like, guys, this is, look, I got a crazy theory. Guys, who wants to hear a crazy theory? It's absolutely insane, but I have no evidence for it. Do you guys want to hear? I have an insane theory, but I can't prove it. Are you guys interested, or do you guys only want the theories that have facts and evidence? Can I just share one theory that doesn't have evidence? Because every single theory I've ever made is like, here's my evidence, right? Here's my 20 reasons why. Look, bro, guys, let me give you a theory, okay? There's no evidence. I have no reason behind it, okay? My tinfoil hat theory. My tinfoil hat theory is that Emu is gonna look exactly like Naruto. And that's gonna be Oda's nod to Kishimoto. Because we know that there's interviews Kishimoto has done where he says that one of his best friends is Oda. Kishimoto has said that in interviews. He wants to spend so much time with his best friend Oda. Clearly these guys are close. When Naruto ended, they put the Straw Hat Jolly Roger in the last chapter. And when Naruto ended, Oda drew like Naruto and like Luffy and Nami eating at a ramen shop. Now, again, I have no proof. I have no evidence of this. Zero proof. But my tinfoil hat theory, if I'm allowed to make a theory that has no evidence, my theory is that Emu looks exactly like Naruto. That's my theory. Emu is genderless. Well, why would they call Emu a man then? That's not how Japanese works. If you're genderless, they're not going to call you a man. Like that's the language, right? They call Emu say because they refer to Emu as a man. So that's just something that you have to accept. And when you look at the Japanese Raws, all of the dialogue of Emu is the dialect of an old man. Like, you guys know how when we look at Akainu's dialect, it's like Hina's dialect. You guys know about that? Are you guys aware of that? How there's theories in the Japanese community because the way Hina speaks in Japanese is exactly like Akainu. You guys have heard about that, right? If you look at the way that Emu speaks, it's a very controlling, demanding, dominant old man, like how a dominant old man would speak. That's how Emu speaks. And if you combine that with the fact that the Gorosei call Emu a man, Emu say, it seems clear that Emu would be a man. And again, we have comments. If Emu isn't a man, he's an entity. You guys have to explain it. In Japanese, when you're a man, they refer to you as a man. But if you're genderless, they don't refer to you as a man. You guys have to explain that. If you think Emu is genderless, explain that. I don't think there's an explanation. That's how Japanese works. If Emu was genderless, they wouldn't have called him a man. So can anyone that believes Emu is genderless explain that to me? Again, I'll say it one more time. The Gorosei refer to Emu as Emu sei because sei is for men, whereas gu is for women. If he didn't have a gender, they wouldn't have used either one. They would have just said Emu. But that's not the case. They said Emu sei. So they did choose one. They could have chose woman, they could have chose man, and then they could have chose neither. The option, they didn't choose woman, they didn't choose neither, they chose man. So if you think Emu's genderless, explain your way out of that one. We got Young Smokey with a 20 bomb. Thank you, brother. Fun fact, Sanji's name was going to be Naruto, but Oda changed it to Sanji out of respect to Naruto's author. Yeah, I have heard of that, man. I have heard of that. That man Oda was going to name Sanji Naruto. That's wild. Now, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you know how, bro, could you imagine the reaction not only of the One Piece community, imagine the reaction of the just overall manga community, like the anime community. Could you imagine like how Naruto fans, Jujutsu Kaisen fans, like imagine how everyone that likes anime, everyone that likes manga would react when they hear like, wait, did you hear how the final boss of One Piece is like Naruto? He looks like Naruto from Naruto. Like that, I feel like that would be like worldwide news. Like Naruto fans would be like turning their head like, huh? The final boss of One Piece is Naruto? Like, I don't know. Like, that would be so wild, bro. I'm calling cap how the Gorosei ever called Emu that. Well, I don't know what to tell you, King. You got to face the reality. But, but yeah, that would be pretty wild, Smokey. It would be pretty wild, man. I want to see a reference to Naruto, bro, because as you said, Oda was gonna name Sanji Naruto, but he said no, I'm not gonna name him Naruto. I'm gonna name him Sanji. Maybe Emu's name is Emu. His name is actually Emu, but he looks like Naruto. Nine-tail fox Naruto. Emu Zamaki. Emu Zamaki. Uzumaki, Emu Zamaki, I can't say it. It's a tongue twister. Emu is Jiraiya from Naruto. Yo, Emu is Jiraiya. What a wild theory, bro. Hey, L, Smokey, Simon, everyone who super chatted and gave memberships today. I just want to give you guys a shout out, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the support. You guys are supporting me so that I'm able to do content creation, and you guys are supporting making this possible, that I'm able to do this. I just want to give you guys a big thank you, a big shout out, guys. Seriously, God bless you all. I hope Christ and the triune God is able to protect you guys, fill you guys with love, patience, resilience, understanding, wisdom, perseverance. I hope God is able to be with you guys through all of your struggles in life. Thank you guys so much. God bless all of you for supporting me through super chats and memberships and gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. You guys make this content creation and these streams possible for me, guys. Thank you so much. And guys, in my personal life, I do have plans to do things that are not intertwined with One Piece and content creation. But guys, I will do everything in my power to continue to do the streams, continuing to do the streams until One Piece is over, guys. Okay? So regardless, I mean, I'm always going to follow God's path for me. I'm always going to follow his will, not my own. But I'm going to always do everything in my power to do these streams, okay? Whether I move to another location, whether I have, you know, a different full-time job, doing something far different from content creation, I'm always going to do the streams, okay? YouTubers exist on a screen. Don't you have another channel related to not related to OP? Yeah, you guys can follow my other channel. I have lots of YouTube shorts. I have over 100 of them. Type in Eddie X Mancada on YouTube, Twitter. I got banned off Instagram. I got banned off TikTok. Look up Eddie X Mancada on YouTube as well as Twitter. I do content outside of One Piece. I don't do it as much like the aliens and UFOs, but I have a lot of content on aliens and UFOs. I have a lot of content on politics. I have a lot of content on the JQ, stuff like that. Go check it out, Eddie X Mancada. Johan says, so the One Piece treasure will be similar to Naruto's Mount Rushmore, which confirms your theory on the statue plus presidents. Yeah, exactly, Johan, exactly. I think in a similar way to Naruto, how they had the mountain faces of the Hokage, clearly a reference to Mount Rushmore, United States founding fathers. Oda will reference America, similar to like Naruto's reference to America, but with the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Thank you, Johan, for pointing that out. Guys, I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'm going to go pee really quick, guys. And we're going to continue with these spoilers, okay? I'm going to go run to the bathroom. And when I'm back, we're going to continue the spoilers, guys. Let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in. Let's focus on the spoilers, because I want to see what the end of these spoilers say, okay? I will be right back, okay? While I'm gone, guys, like the stream. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, hit the notification bell and click all, okay? So you guys do not miss these streams, okay? I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. It's time to keep cooking. It's time to cook, guys.
Let him cook now.
It's time to cook. Now, I did wash my hands. Smells amazing. No, I am not quitting YouTube content. That I'm actually saying the opposite. I'm saying the opposite. Here, I'll link you guys my other channel, okay? What you guys do is you go on YouTube, you type in Eddie X Mancada, okay? And you guys should go through. I have a lot of YouTube shorts. There's so many of them. About Christianity. I talk about false pastors, false prophets, UFOs, aliens, conspiracy theories, MK Ultra, Project Paperclip, politics, so many different things, guys. I'll put the link to the channel in the chat right now. Go subscribe, guys. Go subscribe. Yeah, I called out I've called out a lot of bad Christians, like bad role models for the faith. And it just now occurred to me that like 99% of them are Protestant. Appreciate it, AS. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you, bro. We have Young Smokey. OP Fanatic dropped more details on the man with the hat. I dropped it in a new spoilers tab. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And to everyone subscribing to the new channel, thank you so much, guys. God bless you all. I love you guys, truly. I do pray for you guys, and I don't want to say that on stream. You know, guys, we're supposed to be praying in private, especially praying for others in private. We don't want to be like the Pharisees and the Sadducees, pray in public, fast and tell the world. We don't need the glory. The glory goes to God. The glory goes to Christ. I do just want to remind you, I do pray for you guys. I love you guys tremendously. I literally name you guys in my prayers. I just want you guys to know that. I'm not gonna mention it often. This is the first time I've mentioned it, but I keep you guys in my prayers. I love you guys tremendously. Johan, Viswa, Jordan, Lucas. I do pray for you guys. Thank you so much. And Smokey, thank you for posting the spoilers in the chat, brother. Thank you. Once we get through this short summary picture, we're gonna go through the extra spoilers, okay? So guys, let's continue. Young Smokey, thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. God bless you for supporting me, brother. Next spoiler, guys. Next point. Frankie and Ripley are in front of a big mural painting in the Atom Tree. That mural was drawn during the Void Century. Hey, that's pretty wild, guys. Void Century artwork? Void Century artwork. I wonder, like, is this mural gonna be similar to the hieroglyphics that NL saw on the moon? Is it possible that this mural painting in the Atom Tree will be similar to the mural, or similar to the hieroglyphics NL saw on the moon? Maybe it'll be similar to what NL saw. Maybe when we look at the mural, it'll be foreshadowing things. Maybe we could look at the mural and there'll be certain things that point to ancient weapons or certain islands or some kind of clue on the painting that relates to Nika. Guys, this is interesting. I want to see the I want to see this panel. I'm excited for this panel. Man, guys, oh, this is going to make me want to look at the Raws of 1138. But usually, like if I'm not doing a stream on the Raws, I just don't look at the Raws. That way when we go into the chapter, I'm looking at all the panels for the first time. I want to see this panel. Next point, Robin translates Harley's book that Saul shows her. The book talks about 2 old wars of this world, and it talks about the 3rd World War that is approaching soon. Chat, we have taken a W. We have taken a W. We have taken a W.
Let him cook now.
We have taken a W. The One Piece world is going through World War III. Let's get dubs in chat. Let's get salutes in chat. It has been confirmed. Let me pull up the thread. I showed this a few streams ago. I said this a few streams ago. I posted a thread forever ago. We've taken a W. I need more W's than that. Come on, all you guys watching the stream, all you guys lurking, drop a W, drop a salute. We took a W. We took a win. Let me find the thread. We went through this thread the other day, and we read through it all. We're not going to read through it all right now because it's pretty long of a thread, but I'll go down to the important point. Let me find it. Jeez, how long ago was it posted? I don't remember. We looked a few streams ago and we saw the date of when I posted it, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Let's see. Right here. Right here. Is it this thread? No. This is a post. No. It's not that one. It's this one. It's this one. It's this one. Right here. Posted on May 2024. May 2024. May 2024. You hear me? May 2024. Otis Deep State Conspiracy. World War II and World War III. New World Order. Mother Flame. Now again, we're not going to go through the full thread because I want to stay on topic with the spoilers. This thread will take a long time to go through. But as you can see, I talk about World War II. I talk about the formation of the United Nations. The UN in the real world is the world government in One Piece. The UN General Assembly is the One Piece Reverie. The UN Security Council, 5 members, permanent, is the Gorosei. Now, I'm not going to go through this full thread. I break it down everywhere. But one of the biggest key takeaways is that the Void Century in One Piece is World War II. And when they destroyed the ancient kingdom, they used nuclear technology. They used nukes. And the One Piece world is going to go through World War III. Luffy and Dragon will start World War III. If you guys want to read this thread for yourself, I go into detail into all these points. I'm just summarizing it for you because I don't want to get distracted. We'll be here for a while. This thread has 1,200 likes on Twitter. Glory be to Christ. Jesus Christ, thank you so much for allowing my ideas to reach many people. Lord Jesus Christ, thank you so much. This thread on Twitter has 150,000 views. Glory be to Christ, the triune God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Lord, thank you for establishing my steps, allowing my hobbies and my passion for One Piece to be spread throughout the world. 150,000 views. Glory be to Christ. 1,200 likes on the thread. Almost 600 people saved this to their bookmarks. I'll post the thread into chat right now. You guys can go read the thread for yourself. I explain exactly why the One Piece world government is the UN in real life, all the reasons why, all the very particular similarities, and specifically why the Void Century is inspired by real life World War II. And when Luffy and Dragon come together, they're going to be launching World War III. Again, I posted this in May, almost a year ago. May 2024 is when I posted this. May 2024. And then we saw, what was it, last chapter? What did we read last chapter, guys? Didn't they say that the world was destroyed twice? I think it was in the previous chapter, was it not? I'll pull it up right here, 1137, the recent chapter. They said, let me see if I can find it. They said, where is it? They said that the world was destroyed twice. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? Where is it? They believe that the world was destroyed twice. Where is it, chat? Where is it? What page is it? Or was it 1136? Does anyone know? Was it 1137 or 1136? They said in their Elbaf mythology, they believe that the world was destroyed twice. And when we read that, we compared it to the world wars. Think about how in the official translations in the Aked Island arc, they explicitly in the official translations, not the TCB, not the OP scans, not the Ragnarok scans, the official translations, they said that the Void Century was a 100-year war. It is a war. So we were drawing comparisons between how they recently said that the world was destroyed twice. That was the world wars. Otis taking inspiration from World War I and II. Does anyone remember? It's 1136. Thank you, Johan, or Jordan, sorry. Thank you, Jordan. He says it's 1136. Let's check 1136. Let's see. I think it was towards the beginning of the chapter. They were talking about the Elbaf mythology. Yup, right here. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Right here. It continues to be passed down, even though no one can translate it anymore. Hence the confusion. According to the Harley, the world has twice been destroyed in the past. What this is referencing is world wars. That's the reference. But if we think about how Luffy and the Grand Fleet, as well as the Revolutionary Army, is going to launch a war against the Celestial Dragons, against the world government, everyone's going to be involved. That's going to be a world war. So, we called this, guys. This is a W. This is a W. And again, if you guys want to read the thread on why the Void Century is going to be inspired by World War II, go read my thread on Twitter. I posted it May 2024. It's in the stream chat right now. Go read the thread. Uranus is going to be inspired by nuclear technology. Lelucia was destroyed by nuclear technology. Uranus, Mother Flame, that's nuclear technology, chat. That's nuclear technology. Go check the thread out. And again, with this thread, you can learn how Oda took the UN, he took the United Nations from the real world and made it exactly like the One Piece world government. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. Go read the thread and you'll learn. But I'm happy, guys. We took a W, man. Now, I'm curious to see if how far Oda's gonna go, because we know that Oda's gonna go into a direction to some level where he's gonna show how the One Piece world is living in a lie, right? I think most One Piece fans believe that. Most of us One Piece fans, we're gonna believe that. We believe that the One Piece world lives under an illusion. They don't live in the truth. They're living under deception. So if Oda's getting inspired by World War II, what does that say? Could it have been that there's things about World War II that's actually not true? And they pushed these false narratives. They pushed this atrocity propaganda because the people who own the newspapers were pushing what they wanted people to believe. Kind of like how the One Piece world government would have pushed their agenda. Being that these guys had so much power in the One Piece world or in real life. Who owned the majority of newspapers in America in World War II? Who were the people that owned it, chat? We know who. Is someone brave enough in chat to say it? Who owned the majority of media during World War II? Name them. Who were the people that were in control of the centralized banking systems which caused World War II in the first place? I'll give you a hint. It is the same people who owned the media. The same people who pushed atrocity propaganda. The same people who created this narrative, this propaganda that millions of people are led to believe. Oda's gonna show us how the One Piece world is living under a lie manufactured by the world government, the United Nations. They created that lie to push their agenda. And the Void Century led to what, chat? What did the Void Century lead to? The chosen people, the God's people, God's chosen people, getting their own state. I'm not talking about real life. I'm talking about One Piece. The Void Century led the Gorosei into then migrating to the top of the red line. This was after the Void Century, chat. The world government, the newly formed world government, went to the red line. They saw Lunarians. This is post Void Century. Post Void Century. The Void Century's over. Now these 20 guys, they came together. They go to the red line. They see Lunarians. They eradicate the natives there, like God Valley. They eradicate the natives. They launch a genocide. They steal the land and they make it their own holy land. But isn't this exactly what happened in real life? World War II. Huge world war. Millions of people passing away. And then they really established this state of God's chosen people. Oda might be too based. Oda might be too based for like average One Piece fans. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. If average normies that aren't aware of, like, let's say Europa the Last Battle, right? I think every human on planet Earth should watch Europa the Last Battle. If people aren't J-woke, if people are not red pilled on the JQ, I think a lot of One Piece fans or just anime fans in general are gonna hate Oda and hate One Piece because they don't understand how they were manipulated. They're gonna hate Oda. They're gonna say, really, Oda, you're telling us that one certain thing in World War II was a lie? Oda, you must be a blank. 4 letters. Oda must be a blank. He must be a nah. He's a nah. People are gonna hate Oda. And you know what's sad? If you're red pilled on this, if you're J-woke, if you looked into this certain thing that supposedly happened and you realize, why was there a wooden door? That doesn't really work with gas. Why aren't there bone fragments and ashes anywhere under the sites? Why did the Red Cross say it wasn't 6 million, it was 270,000? Why don't we talk about how the Allies bombed food supplies in Europe? We don't hear about that. Why don't they tell us that? Why don't we get taught in schools what Weimar Republic is? Why are we told that this evil man who shall not be named, like Voldemort, this very evil, crazy lunatic of a man, why don't they tell us he had a 99% approval rating? Why do they tell us these mean people were burning books, but they don't tell us what those books were about? Why don't they tell us this in school? Is it because the people who created this agenda, this narrative, are the same people with all of the money and the power? The same people who own the Holy Land? The same people who benefit from APAC? Oda might be too based, bro. Oda's probably gonna be way too based that like normies who don't know anything about what I'm talking about, they're gonna hate Oda. They're gonna hate Oda, bro. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. I've been thinking about this for such a long time. If Oda goes down this route, talking about how there's a gigantic lie that the real life world is under right now, that we're all told to believe that this certain thing happened to the certain group of people, but it's completely over exaggerated. There's so many details left out. All the facts are missing. And Oda goes and he shows this through One Piece. Normies are gonna hate him. Literally, average normal people who don't even look into this stuff, who don't even dare to question it, they're gonna hate Oda. They're gonna hate him. But who knows? Maybe this will work in Oda's favor. Maybe if Oda is truly going down this route, One Piece fans are gonna start asking questions. Look on Twitter right now. Look at Twitter right now. People are asking the questions. Why did the Red Cross say it was 271K, not 6 million? Why, when people go out to these sites and they do the radar scanning under the ground, there's no bones anywhere? Why don't we get told about the US allies bombing food supplies? Why don't we talk about what they were doing at those trials when people refused to say that they were doing certain things to certain people? You know, they would when they had those trials post World War II, they had this evil group of people who we claim did these evil things. They brought them into the courts, and when those guys wouldn't admit to what they did, they would crush their testicles. Did you guys know that? Did you know that? If you were one of those really evil people that shall not be named, that served the most evil man in history, if you were one of those guys and you were taken into the trials and you didn't say that you did such and such to that one group of people, they used to grab they would take them into a back room and they would get a mallet and they would smash your family jewels unless you admitted what you did. Bro, Oda, man, I don't know, man. Chat. There's the way I see it is if Oda's going down this path, there's two options, bro. There's two options. Either a lot of One Piece fans are going to end up asking questions and they're going to get red pilled. One Piece fans are going to get super based. Or One Piece fans are going to refuse to ask questions. They're going to keep living under the propaganda, under what they were told in school, and they're going to hate Oda. Either the masses wake up or it's over. It's just, bro, if you live in America, you know what I'm talking about. We spend a whole month reading about this supposed atrocity propaganda. We're brainwashed in school being told this happened. This minority group of people, they had to suffer. But they won't tell you about how when you look at that group of minorities, right? Their population, when you look at their population before this supposed burnt offering, they won't tell you that that group's population went up after the fact. How is that possible? If 6 million were taken out, how the hell was their census? How did the census of them go up? That makes no sense. But they would never tell you that in school. Why? It goes against their narrative. We sit here as Americans, we sit here as citizens of Earth, and we tell ourselves, you know what? Everything the government says is a lie. They lied about the weapons of mass destruction in Iran. We're lied about what the CIA does. Some of us even think we're lied to about the moon landing. We believe everything the government says is a lie, except that one thing that happened in World War II. No. That's true. Everything else is a lie, though. Everything else is a lie, though. Everything except the World War II. No. Churchill was a hero. The man who shall not be named is evil. We can't show a single document saying that he wanted to eradicate a certain group of people. You can't find any documentation on it. These scholars that push the atrocity propaganda, they won't even debate revisionists. If it's so clear and it's so obvious that this certain thing happened in World War II, why don't they want to debate it? You have people like Jake Shields, right? With huge platforms. People like Jake Shields, they'll say, "Hey, okay, I'm going to use my podcast. I have a bunch of people who are willing to argue that this certain thing that took place in World War II is severely over exaggerated and like borderline didn't even happen. Can I find anyone to defend that it actually happened?" Why does no one want to debate it? He's been looking for months. No one wants to debate it. If it's so clear that it happened and we're so evil because we don't believe it and we're looking at all these details that prove that it's not true, if we're so evil for not believing the atrocity propaganda, why aren't they debating that it's true then? Why? If it's so obvious, why can't you prove it? They can't debate inconvenient truths. They can't. That's how the Holy Land was established. Similar to One Piece. Void Century War. Then the war's over. 20 kings are together. Okay, we're going to establish a world government. But we need to do it on the red line. There's Lunarians there. We need to eradicate all the Lunarians. Boom, we eradicated them. Now let's establish our Holy Land. Let's establish our Holy Land there after we eradicate the the Lunarians. After we eradicate the I keep messing up. Not Palestinians. It's just a random word. Now that we eradicate the Lunarians, now we can make our homeland there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, chat. Is that a new feature? Why is chat gone and super chat show up? This is this is featured chat. I basically choose chats to feature on the screen. The Lunarians are dark-skinned people like the Palestinians. So what does that make the enemy of the Palestinians then? What does that make them? Kuma's against the world government, but he prays to a cross, right? He carries a Bible though, right? Wait. Kuma believes in the Son of God. The God of the Son, the Son of God. He will make his return at the end of days to save people. And he prays to this cross. And he's from a church and he's a pastor. But he's an enemy of the One Piece world government. Whoa! What does that mean then? This is why Evil323 is the best YouTuber speaking the truth. Thank you, brother. God bless you. God bless the chat, guys. If you guys are enjoying this stream, drop a like on the stream. If you guys are new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, guys, I need you. Please hit the notification bell and click all so you guys don't miss these streams, okay? Destroy their homes and make luxury beach resorts. Destroy their homes, put our own homes, control America through AIPAC, steal America's nuclear technology through the Apollo affair, send spies on America through the Lavon affair, bomb American ships when you know it's an American ship through USS Liberty, Be Netanyahu. Oh, I'm sorry, Emu. My bad. It's coincidence. And talk about how what we are depending on is the American struggle in Iraq and the attack on the Twin Towers. Or I'm sorry, we depend on the fall of the ancient kingdom and the dismantling of the poneglyphs. You guys know Netanyahu said that? We depend. Let me hold on. This will be the last thing that I say. This will be the last thing that I say. And we'll get back on topic with the spoilers because we still have more points on. We still have more points on the spoilers as well as extra spoilers. Let me see. Okay.
אבל אנחנו הולכים למסלול התנגשות עם הממשל האמריקאי. ארצות הברית זה לא מקשה אחת, זה לא מקשה אחת. יש את הסנאט, יש את הקונגרס.
Hold on, let me restart it. That message was blocking it.
אבל אנחנו הולכים למסלול התנגשות עם הממשל האמריקאי. ארצות הברית זה לא מקשה אחת, זה לא מקשה אחת. יש את הסנאט, יש את הקונגרס, יש את הכוח היהודי שהוא עצום, יותר חזק משהיה אי פעם. יש דעת קהל, יש לנו כוחות כבירים בדעת הקהל שמתנגדים למדיניות הזאת, גדולי הפרשנים. אמריקה לא תכפה עלינו דבר, אם לא...
Yeah, gloat about it, bro. Gloat about it. So we could keep sending you billions.
The Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv has reported Israel's former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has publicly said the September 11th attacks have been good for Israel.
What? Wait, I didn't hear that right. He said what?
Netanyahu has publicly said the September 11th attacks have been good for Israel. Netanyahu said, quote, "We're benefiting from one thing, and that is the attack on the Twin Towers and Pentagon and the American struggle in Iraq."
Wow, bro. Why don't they tell us about... They don't tell us about this. That's kind of weird. That's weird. Huh. I wonder why. Does anyone know why? I wonder. Nah, it's just coincidence. It's a coincidence. Don't question it. Don't question it. Move along. Nothing to see here. All right. Back to the spoilers, guys. Wait for the full sum. Oh, wow. So we did so we did finish the spoilers. The spoilers, the short summary was actually done that whole time. So what we're going to get into now, guys, is the extra details. We're getting into the extra details from the spoilers, okay? Because even though we got a full summary, we did get extra details, okay? Jacob, what's good, brother? Once you actually pay attention to the history of Blink in America, you'll understand just how long we've been getting played in America. Hold on, chat. Can I? Hold on, chat. Wait. One more video. Okay, one more video. I promise. One more video. Okay, one more video, and then we're going to go to the spoilers. Okay. One more video and we go into the spoilers, okay? Do we have any black brothers and sisters in chat? I gotta know. Are there any beautiful black brothers and sisters in chat? Are there any, and is there anyone in here that's black? Any black people? Every single aspect of the slave trade was Jewish. At the height of slavery, 78% of slave ship owners were Jewish. The ships of Abigail, Crown, Nassau, and Four Sisters, just to name a few, was owned by the same ethnic group. And during that time, Jews made up 3.25% of the population. This means that 40% of Jews owned slaves and only 0.35% of white people owned slaves. Not only did 40% of Jews own slaves, but they were known dealers, owners, shippers, and supporters of the slave trade. They would even tell auction houses to not operate on Saturdays since it was a Jewish holiday for them and they needed to be there. Plenty of black activists spoke on these truths only to be called anti-Semitic for speaking the facts of history. America, no, the whole globe has been psyoped into believing that white people are to blame for slavery and that white people should still carry ancestral guilt over it. Yet 99% of white people at the time never took part in it. You have been brainwashed. Join the No. The white man is the devil. The white man is the devil. Don't you dare question who owns you and controls you. You can't do that. You don't tell us what to do. You don't tell the truth. We're going to debank you. We're going to ban you on social media. We're going to label you as a Nazi. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I am mixed race. If the United States is not mentioned in the Bible, it is because the American continent represents the Garden of Eden. Bro, America is like Babylon, bro. America is Babylon, dude. Have you seen LA? Interesting that they separate the blank or the white man and the blank man like we can't see. Bro, Jews are not white. They're Middle Eastern, remember? They're Middle Eastern. They're from the Middle East, bro. Unless they want to flip-flop to say, my fellow white people. My fellow white people. My fellow white people. It's our fault that slavery was in America. It's my fellow white men. We need to stop controlling all the organizations. My fellow white men. Don't give me that garbage, bro. Don't give me that garbage. Hey, L. I'm look, listen, I have pictures about that L. I don't want to spend too much time off topic. We've been ignoring the spoilers for a while, but they will literally, if they want to tear down white people, they're white and they say my fellow white people. But then when white people are when they're under attack, they'll say, no, I'm Jewish. Chat, I have a question. Hold on. I have a question, chat. Can anyone tell me why the edge of my coin, why it's like, why they have ridges? Just last question and we'll get back to the spoilers. Like when you have like a dime or a quarter or a nickel, I just like I've been thinking like why are there ridges on it? Is there like a reason for that? Does anyone know? Or is it just like random design? I'm just curious. Like serious question. So they won't cut pieces off and melt it down to make more coins. Wait, people actually did that? Wait, you're telling me people actually were like clipping the coins to make more? People actually did that? Who would do that? Bro, you gotta be so money hungry to do that, bro. Like, let's be honest. You gotta be so money hungry to do something like that. That's ridiculous, bro. All right, chat. Enough. Enough? We're drawing the line here, okay? Back to One Piece. Back to One Piece. All right, the final double page in the chapter is epic. We're getting an epic double leg spread. One of the best chapter endings in all of One Piece and one of the most unique illustrations Oda has ever drawn. This chapter is going to drive all the people who make theories about the series absolutely crazy. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, guys. This chapter is going to be a banger, bro. We're going to see a mention of World War III. We're going to see how Shamrock's sword has a Cerberus fruit. We're going to get an epic double leg spread. Oh, chat. I'm excited. Yes. This is what I read One Piece for, man. These are the chapters, bro, that gets me going, man. That just gets me bricked up, bro. I get so hard reading these chapters, bro. So hard, man. Like, I can't wait, bro. It's these chapters. It's these chapters that just make One Piece peak. The man wearing the Kaza hat from behind, walking toward the castle, and he's the same guy from that cover. He's no longer a silhouette. We see his body, but from behind. Pause. I suppose next week we'll find out who he is. I can't. Hey, who's on the Shiki agenda? Hey, reveal yourself. Shiki or Gabon? What team are you on? What team are we on, guys? Are we team Shiki or are we team Gabon? What's the answer, guys? Who are you down with? Are we team Shiki or are we team Gabon? Give me an answer. I want every single person to answer. By the way, guys, how many likes are we at right now? Shiki. What team am I on? Dude, I don't even know what team I'm on. I don't know. I know that's so lame. That's so boring to just be like, oh, you don't even have an answer. Really, dude? I'm sorry. I don't know. If I choose one, it's pure gamble. Like if you ask me, Shiki or Gabon, or not, or neither of them, it could be neither. Maybe it's not Shiki or Gabon. Maybe it's a third party. If I had to give my answer, it's a pure gamble. I'm purely gambling. If you guys want me to gamble, Gabon. Scopar Gabon. That boy got that Wingstop, bro. Man, that boy munching on that Wingstop. You better have gotten that Wingstop ranch, bro. You better get that Wingstop ranch. Grab like 4 or 5 fries. Like, hopefully you got the seasoned fries, right? The Cajun fries. Get the seasoned fries from Wingstop. Like 4 or 5 of them in your fingers. Just dunk it in the Wingstop ranch. Chew on it. Eat that delicious seasoned fries with the Wingstop ranch. And just combust. Just feel glory all over your taste buds. Just an explosion. Like a built up explosion in your mouth. With the whiteness of the ranch. Guys, I don't think it's Shiki. I'm going to be honest, dude. I'm going to be honest. Chad. I don't think it's Shiki. I think it's Gabon, because we see characters like Crocus, we see characters like Shanks, we see characters like Buggy, we see characters like Rayleigh. Why are we seeing every single member except Gabon? Sooner or later, Oda has to give an interaction between Gabon and the Straw Hats, and I think now is the time. Moreover, when we think about Shiki, he did say in One Piece Volume 0 that he had a 20-year plan. Apparently, according to Oda, the Shiki movie is the plan. Okay? Not according to me, according to Oda. So I don't think that Shiki's going to come out for no reason and just be like, hey, I'm back. For no reason at all. If you guys want, I'll go look for the comment from Oda, but he did say that 20-year plan that Shiki has is in regards to the movie. And Oda even said in an interview or like a magazine or something like that, I think it was an interview in a magazine, he did say that the movie is supposedly like mostly canon, according to Oda. I don't remember what movie is it, guys? Film Gold? Is that the Shiki movie? Whatever the Shiki movie was, he said that it's supposed to be like canon, or at least like mostly canon. So I think when we talk about Shiki coming back, well, that role has been played. It's the movie. So I think it's probably Gabon. Strong World. Okay, thank you, Vincent. And we got Smokey. We got L, actually. L with the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you. L said, God bless you, L. Jews have a name for non-Jews, right? Check Discord. Yeah, Goyim. Oy vey, the Goyim no. Shut it down. Dude. I'm not going to have that on stream too long, but that's wild, bro. When evil is trying to be rock hard. Viagra, no. One peak. Hey, you guys see this? Was this L Yo, L, bro. Guys, who needs Viagra when you got one peak? Guys, this is not right. This is rude. Don't post that, chat. Oh man. Elle and Simon, bro. They're like Elle and Simon are like the kings of the it's like they're the wings of the meme. They're like the meme wings. Sanji and Zoro. The question is, which one is Zoro? Which one is Sanji? You need new friends. Yo, mods, can you guys drop a link to the Discord server in the chat for me, please?
Hey, SpongeBob. SpongeBob, you need to be at the Krusty Krab.
Otis said that he's canonizing Shiki's Devil Fruit, not that the movie is canon. I thought he also said that the movie was canon, or at least most of it was canon. He didn't say that? They are Joy Boy 1 and Joy Boy 2. Simon is Nika, and then L is Joy Boy. Actually, no. L would have to be L is Nika, Simon is Joy Boy, because L came before Simon, right? Real Blackbeard propagandist. What the hell are you talking about? Thank you so much, guys. If you want to join my Discord server, thank you, L. God bless you, Amuni. Thank you, brother. God bless you. L and not Smokey. L and Amuni. They both dropped invite links to my Discord server. And guys, when we do open mic Q&A, actually, we need to talk about that real quick. You guys know how we've been doing open mic Q&A? At the end of like the chapter, at the end of the spoilers, we usually open up our mic on Discord and I talk to the viewers. Like you guys talk to me. You viewers, you talk to me on stream through a microphone on Discord. Guys, we're going to try a new format, okay? We're going to try a new format. Instead of having like 6 people in the call, we're going to do 1 person per call, okay? So we're going to do a call with someone for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're going to pull them out and bring a new person into the call, okay? And I'm unsure as to whether or not we're going to do it every single stream. What's good, Wishdro? Welcome back, brother. God bless you. I'm unsure if we're going to be doing Q&A every single stream. So we're still tweaking it. Remember, we haven't done the open mic Q&As that much. It's still new to us. We're still learning. We're trying to make sure everyone gets to say their piece. But yeah, chat, if you guys want to talk to me on live stream, like right now, join my Discord server. There's a channel in here. It's called Waiting Room, or I'm sorry, it's called Backstage. Join my Discord server. There's a voice channel called Backstage. You guys see this? Join Backstage, and then I'll pull you guys one by one into the channel called Live Stream. Okay. Okay, guys, last detail of the chapter, unless there's more details. Guys, are there more details than this? Or is this the final detail? It looks like it's the final detail on my server. We see the man wearing the Casa hat from behind, walking towards the castle. Oh, wait, I think this is the same one. Yeah, okay, this is the same detail. Okay, so these were the final details of the spoilers. Guys, what do we rate the spoilers? I'm giving a 10 out of 10. I give the spoilers a 10 out of 10, bro. Shamrock has the Cerberus fruit in his sword. That's going to be insane. That stomps the agenda. Blackbeard is Cerberus. Then we have the fact that there's going to be a World War III. Guys, this is a banger chapter, man. And this is only the short summary. This is only the short summary. This isn't even the full summary. And we have Young Smokey with the $10 super chat. Thank you, brother Young Smokey. He says, Crocus, beginning of the Grand Line. Rayleigh, the middle. Scopper Gaban, the end. Beautiful take, Young Smokey. Do you guys agree with that? You guys agree with that? As members of the Roger crew, Crocus came first at the beginning of the Grand Line. Rayleigh came second at Shabandi, right next to the red line. And finally, Scopper Gaban. who comes towards the end of the new world. I love it. I'm here for it, Smokey. God bless you, brother. Amazing take. I 100% agree with that. And you know, that was a long-running theory. Before we ever started the Elbaf arc, a lot of people, like, we knew we were going to get an Elbaf arc, right? We've always known we were going to get an Elbaf arc. I've seen so many people say that that's when Scopper Gabon's going to meet Luffy. That's when Scopper Gabon's going to come out of the shadows to meet Luffy. It's going to be on Elbaf. And it looks like that theory came true. Shamrock destroying my joke agenda was beautiful. I'd like to say Lodestar Island was for Scopper, but I'll take Elbaf. Hey, you know what? We'll take whatever, man. We want to see some Scopper Gabon, bro. Scopper Gabon was in the Pirate King's crew. You can't, hey, we can't tear that down. We can't take that away from Scopper. Scopper was with the Pirate King. And he was one of the highest ranked guys. He was in the top 3, right? Guys, Scopper Gabon was in the top 3 of the Roger Pirates, right? Is that safe to say? Scopper was top 3 Roger Pirate? I'm down for a non-OP related stream once in a while, talking about the Blink and so on. I'm tapped into that world. Yeah, you know, AS people have been begging for that for a long time. I never got around to doing that, you know? See, the issue with that is if I do it on this channel, it still has to be related to One Piece, because people will say, oh, well, this is a One Piece channel. I subscribed for One Piece. And I do like to implement my own persona, my own character, my own opinions, my own beliefs into my channel, because at the end of the day, it's my channel. But I try to keep it centered around One Piece as much as possible, you know? I think, like, most of my supporters, most of the subscribers, and the people that come to the videos and streams, of course they subscribed for One Piece, but they're staying for the persona. I think most people are like that, you know? Because talking about One Piece only gets you so far. Like, you have to have love and energy and a persona behind the One Piece conversations. Most people are coming here for the One Piece as well as my personality. But, you know, I always have to keep One Piece intertwined with the content. Zoro versus Shamrock confirmed. 3-sword style versus 3-headed hellhound. Guys, do you agree with that? Do you guys agree? Maybe not in Elbaf, but maybe in the future. Do you guys agree with that? At some point in the future, Zoro versus Shamrock, 3-sword style Zoro versus 3-headed dog hellhound Shamrock. Which makes me think, by the way, guys, I think Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji and Nami might actually approach the Holy Knights. Maybe Shamrock pulls out the sword of a 3-headed Cerberus. Luffy punches the middle head. Sanji kicks the left head. And Zoro cuts the right head. And one more detail, guys. Don't forget, there was a Cerberus on Thriller Bark. Shout out to Dawn of Ascension. Dawn of Ascension was the only person I've seen say this. I haven't seen, maybe someone did, maybe someone did, maybe someone in chat said it, and I didn't see. I wouldn't lie. There's no gain for me lying. But she's the only one I said that pointed this out. Thriller Bark has has a Cerberus. So can this Cerberus be likened to Shamrock, and then Moria is likened to Emu? And we have a super chat from our brother L. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you. L says, love how the Roger Pirates couldn't do anything in their time, but are now guiding the new era that will change the world. W crew. Yeah, I mean, when we think about the Straw Hats meeting Rayleigh and Shabandi, Rayleigh tells the Straw Hats, you guys are gonna go to Laugh Tale and you're gonna know the full history of the world. Now, I believe when Rayleigh said that, he's not talking about the past only. Rayleigh is talking about the past, present, and future. I believe 100% certainty that Laugh-Tale holds prophecies. Without a shadow of a doubt, Elbaf held prophecies. So when the Roger Pirates got to Laugh-Tale, they learned about Luffy. They learned about what Luffy would do. They learned about the Third World War. So when we think about how Rayleigh, Crocus, and I guess now Gabon are going to be piloting or helping navigate the Straw Hat crew, it's because they know about the prophecies. They know about the prophecies. So of course, if they were too early, if the Straw Hats, or I'm sorry, if the Roger Pirates making it to Laugh-Tale, they were too early, and they know when the proper time would be, if the proper time was in line with Luffy and the Straw Hats, it makes a lot of sense that the current, I guess the former Roger Pirates would help guide the Straw Hats. Thank you so much, L, for that super chat. I completely agree. I love that concept, bro. And then, of course, guys, of course, let's see, where'd it go? We have L with the 5 gifted memberships, guys. 5 gifted from L. You guys need to be shouting them out. Swish Cheesy got a membership. Splashy got a membership. Jipod got a membership. Sushi got a membership. Who's the 5th one? Who's the 5th person that got a membership? I actually don't see it. Swiss Cheesy, Splashy BG, Jipod, and Sushi. I only see 4. But hey, if you got gifted a membership, you guys need to shout out. You need to give L a shout out. You need to thank him. Sushi, Jipod, Splashy, Swiss Cheesy, you need to give our boy L a shout out. He gave you a gift. Jordan says, and again, L, thank you so much, bro. So many super chats today. You gifted my 5 memberships. L, God bless you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, bro. Jordan says, Scopper might be here to tell us about Shanks' origins. We might get the rest of God Valley incident from Scopper's perspective. That would be a curveball. Because when we talk about God Valley, the rest of it, a lot of us have been thinking that we could get it from Garp's perspective. Or maybe Pudding grabs memories from Garp, and then we get the God Valley perspective from that. Or some people even believe that we would get the God Valley perspective from Garling. There were a lot of ideas about how we're going to get the rest of God Valley. But you bring up a good point, Jordan. Maybe we get the rest of the God Valley perspective, or the God Valley incident, through Gabon. Because we can't forget that Gabon was at God Valley. He was a Roger pirate fighting against Zebek. Smokey says Sean Terry was the 5th. All right, all of you, Sean Terry. You got to give a thank you to our boy L for gifting. We pray for these. Did you mean to say 10? These 10 out of 10 chapters? God bless. Of course, bro. We pray for these chapters, man. Was Baby Shanks stolen or his parents threw him away? See, that is hard to say. That is hard to say. We've always said that Shanks was going to be found in God Valley in a chest. And that is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. And we were always saying that was going to happen because we drew a lot of comparisons to Law and Corazon. How Corazon was a celestial dragon. He had celestial dragon blood. And he put Law in a treasure chest. Do you guys remember that? When they were getting the Ope Ope no Mi, Corazon put Law in a treasure chest. So I have videos on this. You guys could go watch them. Go look up one of my Shanks videos. I have a video about how Shanks is the son of a dead Gorsei. Now, that's probably wrong, right? But it must be close because it seems like Shanks is going to be the son of Garling, who is now a Gorsei. That sounds very, very close. Let me pull it up. Type in 333 VIL, Shanks Gorsei. Look right here. I uploaded this in February of 2023, almost 2 years ago. Mind you, I had this theory. I made multiple videos about it because I kept finding so much evidence. I made multiple videos on this topic, but the most recent one was February 2023, almost 2 years ago. My first mention of this was probably 3 or 4 years ago. So sure, you could say that Shanks is the son of a dead Gorsey, that's wrong. But if Shanks is the son of Garling, how close is that? How close is that? And we were arguing that Shanks, you go watch this video. I'll put the link in the chat. I made many reasons why Shanks was going to be found in God Valley. And again, I did many videos on this topic before this video. This is not the only video I've done on the topic. So it's kind of funny now that Garling might be the father of Shanks, but then also he's a member of the Gorsey. No, I will never make a meme coin. Guys, if you ever see me launching a meme coin, do not buy it. It's going to be fake. God forbid I ever get hacked again and you guys see me promoting a meme coin. If you ever see that, I've been hacked, help me get my channel back or my account, whatever it is. God forbid, okay? But yeah, phenomenal spoilers, guys. I've been drinking a lot of water. I need to go pee again, guys. Zaddy Evil has been cooking. Hey, Zaddy. Hey, yo.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, yo. Garling for sure sees Shanks as the failure like Judge sees Sanji. Exactly, L. I'm completely on board with that. We were speaking about that together. I love that take. I love that take. And the way that Garling, let me say it this way, and the way that Judge looks at Sanji is going to be extremely similar to the way that Garling looks at Shanks. I'm 100% on board with that. But then we will see how strong Shanks really is firsthand. Garling will look down on Shanks for being a pirate. 100%. 100%. Guys, I'm actually going to go run to the bathroom again. I'll be back in a moment, guys. While I'm gone, guys, leave a like on the stream and comment down below how many likes we're at, okay? Like the stream and then go into the chat and type in what number like you were, okay? And I'll shout you out. Like the stream and then look at the number and type that number. Tell me what like number you were, okay? I will be right back. We're back. We are back. Harley is a direct reference to the Bible. Is it really? Yo, D, I'm very curious on that take. Explain that, D. Harley is a reference. You said direct reference. Harley is a direct reference to the Bible. Explain that to me. I'm very curious. No, bro, come on, Simon. We washed our hands, bro. 71 likes. Guys, let's hit 100 likes, man. Chat, remember the stream crashed earlier. We lost all of our likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Johan says Oda is creating the Old Testament. That means the ancient kingdom is the Garden of Eden. Hence my theory about Little Garden. The Void Century is also Genesis. Laugh Tale is a New Testament. Beautiful. Beautiful, Johan. Beautiful. Little Garden, Garden of Eve. Johan, didn't you also point out, I think it was last stream or maybe the one before, didn't you point out how Little Garden looks a little similar to the Ancient Kingdom? Didn't you point that out? What's good, Nomad? What's good, Jin Marks? What's good, everyone that I have not welcomed? And we got JR Ryder with the 5. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you. JR Ryder says, do you think Shamrock is the silhouette under Dragon in 1122? If so, since Dragon is above Shamrock, do you think it hints at Garling versus Aokiji? Okay, so let's break that down. Do you think Shamrock is the silhouette under Dragon? I think the silhouette in 1122 of the Holy Knights, the main one that people always said was Shanks, I think that is Shamrock. Because obviously he looks like Shanks, dresses like Shanks. I do believe that it's was it 1122? Wait, did you mean to say 1122? Did you mean 1022? Maybe you meant 1022. Did you mean 1022? What chapter was it? No, it couldn't have been 1020. The chapter where Dragon was talking about the Holy Knights making their move. Guys, what chapter was that? Oh. I do think that main silhouette that everyone said was Shanks is actually Shamrock. 1121? Oh, this one. Okay, JR Writer, 1121. This one. Yes, I do believe that's Shamrock. Yes. Because for one, he has a saber. For two, he has like the bottom face of Shanks. For three, it can't be Garling because he doesn't have a beard. Fourth, it's not Shanks. Shanks is already here. 5, Oda's been putting a lot of focus on the Holy Knights. Yeah, I definitely believe that this is Shamrock. But you also said, do you think Shamrock is the silhouette under Dragon? Yes, my answer is yes. If so, Dragon is above Shamrock. Huh. If so, since Dragon is above Shamrock, do you think that hints at Garling versus Aokiji? Well, that feels like a curveball. That feels strange that you would ask that, because I feel like if you would say that Dragon is above Shamrock in this depiction, and Dragon keeps talking about the Holy Knights making their move, that would insinuate Dragon versus Garling, but that's not what you asked, or Dragon versus Shamrock, but that's not what you asked. You actually asked Garling versus Aokiji. Now I'm not. Oh, because you're talking about this right here. Huh. If Dragon is above Garling or Shamrock, I keep saying Garling. If Dragon is above Shamrock here, and there's obviously some sort of feud, does this hint at Aokiji or Kuzan versus Garling? That's interesting. That's interesting. Now, I don't know if I subscribe to that, but that is fairly interesting. Because we would, in order to subscribe to that, it depends on what Aokiji's truth is. Because if Aokiji was a member of Sword, would he fight Garling? Maybe. If Aokiji or Kuzan had an allegiance to Blackbeard, would he fight Garling? Probably. Because if Aokiji truly in his heart really did want to be with Blackbeard, and that's the true narrative, then yeah, it would make sense that he would therefore be an antagonist of Garling. That's a very, very interesting question, JR Writer. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna let that marinate in my mind for a while. I don't feel like I have an answer right now, but that is very interesting. Maybe Oda is hinting something there. Shamrock versus Garling. That would seem a little strange though. Shamrock versus Garling. It seems like they're definitely on the same team, right? Shamrock leads the Holy Knights. He works for the world government. And Garling is his father. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Wisdro with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you, Wisdro. Are my super chats not... Yo, for some reason, my notifications isn't updating. Huh. Weird. AD, I don't think you ever posted in the chat. Oh, D says Harley is a manuscript that is used for religion with different translations. Not everything was translated from the original manuscript of the Bible. Most of it was. We have thousands of copies. There's over 5,384 manuscripts or something like that, which we use and we cross-reference to show, like, for an example, what the book of Romans says, what the Gospels say, the Gospel of John. One of the oldest manuscripts we have is the Gospel of John. So there are manuscripts out there that we might not have a complete understanding with, but we definitely have the big picture. Because here's one way of looking at it, right? I want you to think of it like this. And that's interesting, D. I'm going to look into that because if Oda's taking inspiration from that and applying it to One Piece, I definitely want to know more about that to therefore make predictions about One Piece. But let me put it to you this way, right? Let's say you have a puzzle, right? Let's say you have a puzzle. And this puzzle, when you have all the pieces there, it's Monkey D. Luffy, right? You have all the pictures of the puzzle. It shows you Monkey D. Luffy. But the problem is you're missing like 4 or 5 puzzle pieces. But you know it's Luffy. You could say, yeah, I'm missing 5 or 6 puzzle pieces, 3 or 4, but it's obviously Luffy. That's the predicament of the Bible. That's the predicament of the New Testament. That's the predicament of the manuscripts. Like, even think about the book of Isaiah, right? Which isn't even New Testament. It's Old Testament. We have an extremely old version of, or an extremely old manuscript of the book of Isaiah from the Bible. And when you look at it, the old manuscript, the words in it is exactly what we see in our modern day Bibles. So, yeah, when it comes to the manuscripts, that's pretty much the outlook. We look at the puzzle and it's very, very clear what we see. There's thousands of copies that they cross-reference, they all line up. The only difference between, like, let's say you had a bunch of manuscripts for the book of Romans. If you see differences, it's spelling. It's such minor things that don't really change anything. So if someone tells you that, no, actually within the manuscripts of the Bible, they contradict each other a lot, that's not true. They have differences in terms of minor things that don't actually matter, like minor spelling differences and stuff like that, or like typos, stuff like that. The general gist is the complete same. I already said this before, the war during the Void Century was because of religion. Yeah, I think I did speak on that a lot. Because not too long ago we had that chapter, I think it was Vegapunk, right? It was during Vegapunk's announcement. He said that there was 2 worldviews, there was 2 ideals that the One Piece world was going to war over. There was 2 different ideals. A lot of people think it's science versus religion. A lot of people think it's faith versus skepticism. All sorts of ideas about what they could have went to war over. My belief, actually, I want to pull up the chapter. Does anyone remember what chapter that was? What was the chapter of Vegapunk's announcement where we could see that he was talking about 2 different worldviews or 2 different ideals fighting in the war? Does anyone know what chapter that was? Because I want to pull up the chapter as I explain. Does anyone know? Please, I'll give a big shout out. Find the chapter. It's Vegapunk's announcement. He talks about how there's 2 different beliefs or something like that. And they went to... Oh, it's Jordan. 1136 gives us two ideals, which are liberation and destruction. Okay. Oh, well, liberation and destruction. Let me pull that up. I'll get to you in a moment, AS. Wizdro, are you saying LOL or are you saying chapter 1001? I don't think it was 1001. Let's see. Let's see. Don't be a fool. Sun God isn't a ruler. Yeah, he's liberation, no destruction, no laughter. Well, technically speaking, it wouldn't be 2. It would be 3. Because there's liberation, then there's destruction, then there's laughter. I think the reason that they have different interpretations of Nika here is because Nika does 3 different things. Like, think about Luffy. When Luffy saved Dressrosa by defeating Doflamingo, they had this whole narrator box about amid the rubble, there was still joy and laughter. Luffy brought liberation to the kingdom of Dressrosa. I think it's from that angle. It's not from the angle of 2 different ideals that the war was the Void Century was being fought over, because you have a third ideal here. It's 3: liberation, destruction, laughter. I think this is more so pointing to how Luffy and Nika is all 3, just as I gave you with the example of what do you call it? The example of Dressrosa. Smokey says 1085 to 1095. Let me see. Guys, if you guys can help me find the chapter, Vegapunk mentions how there's 2 ideals that people were going to war over. I need that chapter. What's good, Greg? How you feeling, brother? Nah, I think it's after this. 1093. I think it was towards the end of Vegapunk's announcement. AS, once I'm done with this response, I'll get to your message. I'll have it on screen right now. I don't even, nah, it wasn't even 1094. Shamrock, a twin of Shanks, or a younger and older. So they are twins, but Shamrock is older. 1095. Was it this one? I don't think it was this one. No. It was during the announcement of Vegapunk. It was like 11:10 or something like that. It was in Vegapunk's announcement. Was 11:10 the end of it? No, the announcement was still going on in 11:10. 1085. Nah, there's no way it's that early. Or maybe it was the beginning of the announcement. There's no way it was 11:15, page 4. Yeah, 2 people said 11:15. Okay, let's check that. And guys, with the answer that I'm about to give, I've said this before, but there's probably a lot of people in the stream chat that wasn't there for that answer. So we're gonna go over it again. He said page 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, right here. So Vegapunk says, you might say that they had no other choice, so robust was Joy Boy's faction. Without knowing the speak that caused the war, I won't say who was right or wrong. I'll simply state that 2 competing ideologies came head to head. As I mentioned earlier, for its time, 900 years ago, the country of Joy Boy's birth, blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys, I need you guys to focus, okay? Class is in session. Class is in session, okay? Focus. Stop yapping, okay? Focus, chat. Focus. Vegapunk is essentially saying that the Void Century was going through a war, and there was 2 competing ideologies, okay? There is 2 competing ideologies, and they were fighting over it, and it was a big deal. Now, what are those ideologies? I would say, I actually have to look up the word. I forgot what the word is. Hold on, let me look up the word, chat. Let me look up the word, because I need to know the word in order to explain it. What is the word? The government Decides choose based on God. Theocracy. Okay, that's the word. Okay. The word is theocracy. Okay. So let's focus, chat. Let's focus. I believe that the two ideologies that they were competing with was democracy versus theocracy. Okay. Democracy is the idea we have a bunch of people come together and we all vote and we all make a choice together to therefore choose what happens in the world. Theocracy is when you have a problem in your country or the world and you let your God dictate the winner. Now, where is my proof of this? I want you guys to pay attention. Okay, guys, pay attention. I know you guys want to post comments and you guys have theories. Just hold on to your theory, type it out, but don't post it. Just pay attention. I need you guys to focus, okay? Focus. One side is democracy. People come together and they vote on an issue. The other ideology is theocracy, where they allow God and their religion to dictate what is right and wrong. The evidence for this is the world government and Emu won the void century. So therefore, one of these ideologies won. And we know Emu in the world government is the one that succeeded. Well, what do we see in modern day One Piece? A world government that gathers once every 4 years to vote on new laws and new legislation. It's called the Reverie. All these kings in the One Piece world, they go to Marijois. They go into the Reverie and they vote on new laws and legislation. It shows how the One Piece world through the world government is fulfilling democracy. Now, when you think about earlier in the One Piece storyline, Little Garden, we see these giants who worship the sun god, Dorian Bragi. They said in Little Garden arc, in our hometown, in our home kingdom of Elbaf, when we have disputes, we go to our God. They go to the sun god to dispute the problems of Elbaf. That is a theocracy. Now we know that Elbaf still believes in the sun god. They still love Nika. They still worship Nika. More than likely, they pass down this belief so that they still have it. They still live in a theocracy. So what I foresee is that the One Piece world had the ancient kingdom as well as many other kingdoms that worshipped God. They worshipped sun god Nika, and they used God in their belief and their theology to dictate what was right and wrong. Versus democracy, what the United States likes to spread, what Emu wanted to spread, is totally different, where they don't believe in a God. Instead, they have people come together and vote on what a new law and what legislation should look like. But here's the catch. I want you guys to pay attention. Are you guys paying attention so far? One's in chat if you're paying attention, okay? One's in chat if you're paying attention. The One Piece world government and Emu manifested democracy, and they defeated this ancient kingdom and the sun god kingdoms who believed in theocracy, going to God. Okay? Now here's the catch. Here's the catch. The One Piece world, we know that the kings at the Reverie, they actually don't have equal power. It's not actually a democracy though. They're told it's a democracy. They're told that they all have votes at the Reverie. They're told that they're all equal, but we know that's not true. Emu has the final say. Emu has the final say. And I forgot the word. Let me look up the word. What is the word when one person has all power? They don't live in a democracy. They live in an autocracy. They live in an autocracy where there's one supreme ruler. So it was propaganda all along. That was the ideology. Emu tricked 20 kings into going and believing in democracy, where we all make votes. But that was a lie because Emu wanted to take over and be the supreme ruler, therefore believing in autocracy. So it's autocracy with the mask of democracy versus theocracy. Do you guys get it? Do you guys get it? Exactly, 100%. Thank you, Greg. We have fake democracy and a real theocracy in One Piece. Exactly. That is exactly my point. W, Greg. 07's salute to Greg. That is exactly what I'm saying. Their competing ideologies was democracy versus theocracy, but Emu lied and tricked them because it's not actually theocracy, it's autocracy. Democracy is everyone voting together to make a rule together. Everyone's equal, we vote on it, but that's a lie. Emu actually has the power, so it's actually an autocracy, a supreme ruler, versus Elbaf, who believes in taking their disputes to God. That's 100% what I believe when it comes to the two ideologies in the One Piece world. That is 100% my take. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know if you guys disagree, because they say ideologies. That's the key word here. Democracy is an ideology. Look at what America does in the Middle East, spreading democracy. We are spreading democracy in the Middle East. Versus Elbaf, a kingdom that worships God. They worship the sun god. They worship Nika. They use Nika. They use the sun god to settle their disputes. That means they live in a theocracy. So it seems to me that the big war over who's right and who's wrong is democracy versus theocracy. And the whole time Emu lied, they didn't actually live in a democracy. They lived in an autocracy, with Emu being the supreme ruler. Now, what I want to do, guys, I want to actually go ahead and I want to find the Little Garden chapter. There's a chapter in Little Garden where Dory and Broggy explicitly state this. In Dory and Broggy, or in Little Garden, Dory and Broggy, they explicitly say that back in our home, when we had a dispute, we took it to our God. We took it to our ruler, which we know is the sun god. I need to find the chapter for that. If anyone's able to find that, I'll be extremely grateful. It was somewhere in Little Garden. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta guesstimate what chapter that would have been. It was in Elbaf, though. I might have made a tweet about it, but I don't know. Guys, make sure you attack a D-like button, guys. Hit the like button like it offends you. I think it was towards like the earlier parts of Little Garden. Let's see. Dorian, it was probably before 11:18. I think it was towards the beginning. Okay, maybe it was after 11:12. I thought they said the god's name was Elbaf. Well, we know their god in Elbaf is the sun god. And they were taking disputes to their god, which necessarily means they lived in theocracy. Right here, I found it. Right here, I found it. Chapter 11:16. This is the official translations, guys. The official translations. Look at this. When there's a dispute and neither side will yield, the god of Elbaf decides the matter. Our God protects the one who is right and lets him live. They didn't say our God Elbaf. They said our God, or our God of Elbaf. Not our God Elbaf, the god of Elbaf, which we know is the sun god. But the important thing here, chat, is to read what they're saying. They're saying that their legislation, their lawmaking, their rulemaking depends on their god. That's what you call a theocracy. That's a theocracy. But when we look at the One Piece world government, we see how they gather together at the Reverie, and they clearly believe in theocracy. So if the One Piece world is controlled by the world government because of Marie Joie and the Reverie, and they believe in democracy, then that means that Imu's ideology of democracy won. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? One's in chat if you understand. One's in chat if you understand. It was democracy versus theocracy. Theocracy was wiped out and still lived in Elbaf, the people who worship the sun god. Whereas the people who ruled the world at Marie Joie preaches democracy. Folk religion. Well, Greg, either way, these guys, they took their disputes to God. And we know the God of the One Piece world is Nika. Our God protects the one who is right. The God of Elbaf decides the matter. Not the Prince of Elbaf. Not the votes of Elbaf. Not the people of Elbaf. The God of Elbaf. And Imu doesn't like the idea of God. Imu doesn't like the idea of the sun god. Imu doesn't like the idea of Joy Boy. Imu doesn't like the idea of Nika. Imu wanted people to believe that they were all going to be equal through a democracy. All the kings that we have sanctioned around the world that are under the world government flag, they're going to come to Marie Joie and they're going to make votes on new laws and legislation at the Reverie. But that's what they think. Imu, they don't know I exist. I'm actually the ruler, not them. They're fooled. They think they live in a democracy. They live in an autocracy, actually, because Imu rule the world. It's crazy to hear my name all the time now. I love it. That's funny. Read this, but the form already exists in our world. It is the island of Haiti, which is named the island of the turtle that Little Garden and the ancient kingdom have. That's crazy. I never knew that. I never knew that, Johan. I never knew that. I never knew that. This is all super similar to World War II Japan. Yeah, shout out to Greg's theory. He has a beautiful PDF, an extremely long theory on Okinawa Peace. We've named it many times on stream. Shout out to Greg. If you guys want to read an amazing, spectacular theory on the One Piece, the Void Century, what we call Okinawa Peace as a theory, guys, join my Discord server, go to my theories channel, and you'll see pinned messages. Greg has a theory on Okinawa Peace. Go read it. And we got Mr. Smokey with a 20. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Mr. Smokey. God bless you, brother. Smokey says, Imu doesn't like the idea of God unless he can step in and be that God. He tricked all 20 kings. Therefore, it's a false democracy, being really an autocracy, dictatorship, totalitarian world. Thank you so much, Smokey, not only for supporting me and the channel. Thank you with the big $20 super chat, repeated super chats throughout the stream. Thank you for the support, but also thank you. That is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. And what it's probably going to happen is maybe the One Piece world, they incorporate God again. The One Piece world, the idea of the sun god, Nika, has been wiped out. It's been wiped out so much that Professor Clover's laboratory depicts a geocentric model. They've wiped out the idea of the sun so much that they think planets revolve around the moon. That's how much they wanted to get rid of Nika. And it's all symbolism. Their planets don't revolve around Earth. It revolves around the sun. So the One Piece world needs to get back in line with God. Like how our world has strayed so far away from God. We spread abortion without true conversations about the repercussions, the guilt and shame people carry. We spread sexual immorality with people not caring to be chaste, just spreading their sexuality, making their whole persona who they prefer to have sexual intercourse with. We have people blaming God for their suffering. We have people having this God-shaped hole in their heart that they try to fill with alcohol, sex, video games, anime, everything except God. This is a message from Oda. We've completely abandoned God. It's completely abandoned. And who does Kuma worship? This sun god Nika that Kuma worships, who is it? Because he has a Bible, there's an Adam tree, there's an Eve tree, there's a Noah's Ark, there's a cross he prays to, in a church as a pastor is Jesus Christ. This chat, this is what we can't neglect. This is what built Western civilization. This is what they used to abolish slavery in America. This is what they used to give women's right to vote in America. This is what gave women power throughout the old ages of society. It was Christ. Well, with that being said, guys, it's 2 o'clock. We're probably going to wrap up here soon, all right? We're going to wrap up here soon. Guys, maybe for the long summary stream, what we could do is we could try to do the Q&A for the long summary stream. How long have we been live, guys? Because we were live almost an hour on the first stream. We were live almost for an hour in the first stream. So does anyone know how long we've been live now, and then add the first 45-50 minutes from the first stream? How long have we been live? AS, thank you, brother. He says, so you think Garling or Shamrock gave Whitebeard his scars? Don't go too in detail. I know you answered that. Yeah, me and well, mostly I want to say credit goes to King J. King J has a phenomenal take on why it has to be Garling. We see that this rivalry between, or the scar Shanks has is because his rivalry between him and Blackbeard, whereas the scar of Whitebeard is going to be the rivalry between him and Garling. They're around the same age as well. They had to have had a confrontation at God Valley. Whitebeard was there, Garling was there. Moreover, when Whitebeard meets Shanks in pre-time skip, where Shanks warns Whitebeard about Blackbeard, one of the first things Whitebeard says is, when I see your face, Shanks, my scar aches. It has to be Garling. Shamrock is too young. Didn't Christianity have a Bible approving slavery? Obey your master as you would your God. So I would love to clear this up, okay? So what we have to understand is that slavery 2,000 years ago in biblical times is not what you think of when you think of American slavery. They are two totally radically different things. When you think about slavery in the Bible, you notice how in Exodus it says to never kidnap someone to make them your slave. That would actually get you killed. They said in Exodus, you could go read it yourself, to never abuse your slave, never attack and hurt your slave, inflict pain on them, make them suffer. They told you to never ever do that, whereas American slavery did justify that. Moreover, the point of slavery in the Bible was that they were indentured servants. these guys, they had huge debts and they had to pay off their debt. So the way they would pay off their debt was working as a butler if they were a man, or as a maid as a woman, and they worked in a house to pay off that debt. But then when you see slavery grow and grow and develop and change over time, all the way 2,000 years later to American slavery, it is a totally radically different thing, where we see how black people got abused, they were whipped, they weren't allowed to read, all horrific things done to black people. That was not the same thing as indentured servants, aka slavery, in the Bible. And also you have to take into account the Bible was moving away from that. If you read the book of Philemon in the New Testament, you see how Saint Paul, aka Apostle Paul, he actually writes a letter to Philemon saying, hey Philemon, your former slave Onesimus that ran away, I want you to accept him, not as a slave, but as a brother in Christ. And it's highly believed that Philemon accept that agreement because Philemon was he was in huge debt to Paul, and Paul had a lot more of authority over Philemon. So it's pretty, and when you read how Paul was writing to Philemon, it's very clear that he had precedence, he had power and authority over Philemon. So Philemon most likely accepted Onesimus as a brother in Christ. And again, look at American slavery. American slavery was abolished because of the Bible. It wasn't because of Hinduism. It wasn't because of Islam. It wasn't because of New Age spirituality. It wasn't because of Judaism. It wasn't because of Buddhism. It was because of Christianity. It was because of the Bible. That's what freed this American slaves. That's what people appealed to. The greatest white people that gave black people rights in America were people that used the Bible. And all those people that try to justify a black slavery in America with the Bible were completely butchering the Bible. They are of their father, the devil. They serve Satan. They serve his works. That's what they are. They serve Satan. They fulfill his works. That is not what Christ taught. That's not what Christ wanted for his people. Neither the New Testament. So with that being said, I hope you understand that, again, slavery in the Bible is radically different from what we think in black America, black slavery in America. It's a totally radically different thing. There was many laws in place to protect those slaves. They were paying off debts as butlers and as maids. And regardless, we moved away from slavery, as we see so easily. We see it so easily in the New Testament because it's too dangerous of a concept. We had to move away from it. And one more thing is that certain laws, certain regulations, and certain legislation, we'll say, develops over time. Like, we have certain laws for certain people because of their circumstance. So we might have certain laws based off of immigration because of the circumstance that a country is in. But once we're not in that circumstance anymore, the laws regarding immigration changes. So we see the change of slavery throughout the New Testament of the Bible. After the damage was done, I'm Catholic. It sucks to see what it was converted into. Yeah, but remember, it was Catholicism. It was biblical Christians that was abolishing slavery in America. That's who abolished it. And you can't argue against that. There's nothing. What can you say? Are we going to deny the facts of reality? Are we going to deny basic history? Just basic history. It was the Bible that abolished black slavery in America. It was the Bible. And that's just true. What's good, PB and J? My theory is that the government changed Nika's real name because in reality, I think her name is Kami. If you put it backwards, it makes Kami or Nika. That's interesting. Kami, Nika, maybe that could be a play on the same word. But my thing is, like, you got to take into account Japanese, you know, like Kami to Nika, that's mostly driven by like English, right? English characters. So, I don't know. That seems interesting, but I don't know, Johan. I might have to think about that for a sec. I might have to let that marinate in my mind. All right, guys, listen, guys. I think it's time, guys. I think it's time, guys. I think we're going to wrap up here, guys. I'm going to wrap up here. This stream was an absolute blast. We do have Simon with the 279. Thank you so much, brother. Thoughts on the Crusades, self-defense. Yeah, I mean, with the Crusades, it's straightforward. You're told to hate Christians for the Crusades because we love hating Christians in America. We love preaching this narrative that Christians are evil. We don't talk about how Muslims at the time were stealing land from Christians. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about how Muslims at the time were forcing Christians in their own land to pay a huge tax. And if the Christians didn't want to pay it and couldn't afford to pay it, they had to fight to the death. We don't talk about that. We don't, because it's always the Christians. If you say something bad about Islam, you're Islamophobic. If you say something bad about Jews, you're anti-Semitic. If you say something bad about gays, you're homophobic. If you say something bad about trans, you're transphobic. If you say something bad about black people, you're racist. If you say something bad about Christians, who cares? Who cares, bro? Who cares? Matter of fact, promote it. Any attack on Christianity, please, please. Notice how there's no word for Christianity. There's no word. You know what? I'm making a word. Christ-phobic. If you hate Christians so much, guess what? You're Christ-phobic. You have a phobia of Christ. Because if I'm Islamophobic because I don't like how Muhammad slept with 9-year-old Aisha and he led 83 wars, if that makes me Islamophobic, then fine. You're Christ-phobic. Like, if we're going to play that game, let's play that game then. But the Crusades was people literally losing their land, their women and children getting raped and pillaged, and Christians said, you know what? We have no other option. We're getting our land stolen. We need to fight back and defend our people. That's what we call the Crusades. So screw all these journalists, all this garbage that wants to land or start a war against Christians. It's all garbage. Just like when Saul was persecuting Christians, what did Christ say? When Paul was on his way, or Saul was on his way to Damascus, what did Christ tell him? He didn't say, Jesus Christ didn't say, Saul, why are you persecuting my sons and daughters? He never said that. What did Christ say though? Saul, why are you persecuting me, Saul? Wait, but Saul didn't kill Christ. He was killing Christians, but Christ still said, why are you persecuting me? So you know what? If these guys want to persecute Christianity and persecute Christ, they're going to have to stand before the Lord, okay? And I pray that they repent. Please repent, because I know that Jesus Christ is the truth, the only truth. The triune God is the only truth. That's how you find salvation. That's how you land in heaven with your brothers and sisters, your mother and your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles. That's how you have everlasting life. The beauty being sinless in heaven with God, of seeing him in his glory, the creator of the universe. That's the road to salvation. So if you don't want that, then fine, don't choose that. But you can't complain when you spend eternal separation from God, because you were given the chance. You had the chance to read the Bible. You were sent Christians like me. God sent me to tell you and to give you a heads up. Hey, look into this. There's too many lies about the Bible, too many lies about Christians. You got sent. And what are you going to do when you stand before God? Gee, God, why didn't you send somebody? God's going to be like, bro, I did send you people. I sent you Christians. And what did you do? Condemn them. You hated them. You casted them off. The Bible's this, the Bible's that. Whatever. You have to answer to that. I pray everyone repents. I want to see all of you in heaven. Every single one of you. I want to see L in heaven. I want to see Rower in heaven, PB and J, John Kozer. I want to see you in heaven. Every single person in this stream, I want to see all of you in heaven. That's our goal, to be sinless, filled with love and truth outside of time, in heaven with the glory of God. I want to see every single one of you there. But with that being said, chat, we're heading out. Have a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. Guys, drink water, get some good food, get some sunlight, try to get a good pump in, go to the gym, go for a walk, a jog, whatever it is to get some exercise, dumbbells, whatever it is, push-ups, sit-ups. Guys, take care of yourselves. I love you guys greatly. You guys are amazing. Take care, build your relationship with God, search for this truth, strengthen your relationship with Christ and God, however you wish. I pray that you find the truth. I believe that Jesus Christ is God and his church is called the Catholic Church. That's what I believe. Zero doubt. Full of conviction.